What's up, GSB? We're live here, Prospect Game Day 6. So we'll get another look at these teams. New starters for both teams here. EJ Bailey, Joey Phillips, Damian Chambers, Butch Harrison, and Frosty Malone. Starting here, Dime Hardaway, Scotty B. Pippen, Cajun Saint, Dominic Shalizzi, and Tyler Deathridge. Starting here for the White Squad. We'll see what happens in this one. Been good. 5 days of prospect games so far. Looking forward to these two games tonight. How about you guys, chat? How you guys feeling out there? Jump ball one here by the White Squad. It'll be Scotty B. Pippen. Immediately gets stripped by Joey Phillips. Phillips crosses over. Tries to go down, gets over to Chambers. Chambers going to fire a three from the corner. No good. Rebounded by Shalizzi. Appreciate your glass. Love you too. Here's Pippen driving, going off the glass and good. So Scotty B. Pippen gets the layup to go. If the PA is too loud, let me know. I can change that. But I got the buzzer working. It is tied to the PA like Libertine said, so. Hey, I did afternoon games yesterday.
Celtics foul, number 55.
I am going to turn the PA down just a bit. 1 second.
Shooting for Chicago, taking 2 shots.
That guy is loud. There we go. So that'll fix it. Hopefully, Frosty Malone at the line. 877 gift is sub to Rusty. Thank you, Toy. Appreciate you. We mix it up a little bit during the year. During the season when we get there, East Coast will get a lot of love with some earlier games. Malone's second free throw is good, so he nails both and ties the game. Here's Scotty B. Pippen over to Hardaway. Hardaway now to Saint. Cajun Saint for 3 off the front of the rim. Ball hits the shoulder of Deathridge. Bailey scoops it up. He's going in transition quickly here. Overhead to Phillips. Phillips down low, and he's going to get called for a charge. I actually don't agree with that one, as I don't think that he was actually set there, and he might have been inside the arc. So, but they're going to get it anyway. So Pippen's going to have the ball here for the White Squad. I do enjoy a good charge. Pippen down the lane, goes up and fouled by Malone. We said it on the last broadcast, Pippen is not an offensive threat by any means. He's more of a defensive player, but he's done a good job early in this game getting a bucket and now getting to the line for a couple free throws. Snipe, what's up? Make sure you get your progression in. Everybody make sure you get your progression in tomorrow. That progression opens at 10 a.m. Eastern. You'll have until Saturday at 10 p.m. Eastern to get progression in. Make sure you get it in. I know we had about 15 that missed it last week or decided not to. But make sure if your intention is to get progression in, then you get your progression in. Remember, you can't save more than 60 points at a time. So if you are nearing that, then you need to use your progression. Libertines is putting a premium on his progression points. Pippen makes one, misses one. Butch Harrison grabs the rebound. Now over to Bailey. Quickly ahead to Phillips. Phillips got a one-on-one down in the paint. Pippen gets his hand on it and steals it. I believe he's got a 95 steal. Pippen drives in, kicks to Deathridge, and Deathridge with the throwdown. Silver badges are available this week. They are 12 points, or 15 points per badge. So if you got 15 or more saved up, you can get a silver badge if you have the bronze badge already. If not, maybe you saved 1 week in order to get one of those silver badges. Badges are a grind in this progression system, but they are oh so important as your career gets better. Bailey over to Harrison. Harrison drives to his right. Pull-up jumper, no good. Rebounded, pulled down by Shalizzi. Now Dime Hardaway is going to get fouled by Frosty Malone. His second. So we'll probably get a sub in for Malone here early. Well, the coach is going to let him play with 2. Just keep his normal rotation. Glass. Hashtag no badge squad. Peepin drives again. Layup good again. And Scotty B. Peepin has got all 7 points for the white squad on the TTSN drive there. Not who I would have expected to have the first 7 points of the game. Here's Phillips. Phillips over to Bailey. Bailey long 2. Drops it. Cuts the lead to 3. Ball stripped by Bailey. Hardaway stays with it. Hardaway gets the screen from Shalizzy. Pull up 3 from the perimeter. No good. Rebounded by Phillips. Green squad pushing here in transition. Phillips declines to throw it ahead to Malone. Now it's going to come off the double screen. Phillips having a tough time working against 2. Goes up and gets bailed out, and the foul. Dime Hardaway picks up the foul, and Joey Phillips converts and 1. Going to go to the line to try to make it a 3-point play. Get Joey in here. Joey thinks he's not going to get drafted or be a late rounder. Get that man in the chat. Phillips free throws up and good. Excited to see next week. We got more games. Excited to see the progression. And then you guys are going to get a few weeks of progression until we actually tip off. So that should be pretty interesting. Hardaway gets called for his second. Chambers lines up a long 3, no good. Rebounded, grabbed by Butch Harrison. Nice rebound, offensive rebound from him as he's going to try to barrel his way in against Shalizzy. Spins back to the right and gets blocked by Deathridge. Now it's Dime Hardaway pushing. Hardaway's across to everybody and throws it down with the left hand. So poor transition defense there by Green as Hardaway goes around the defense in for 2. Coach Tito, what's up? Tyler Deathridge in the house. Joey Phillips. Bailey driving in, draws 2, tries to kick it down low to Frosty Malone. Deathridge gets his big pile on it. Steals the ball. Now it's Dime Hardaway over to Peepin, who has 7 of the 9 points for White here in the first run. Nice dish down low to Saint. Cajun Saint drops in 2, and White's got us 11-7 lead here. What's up, Misfit? Scooby Lewis in the house. Ball loose. Bailey's going to run right over the defense again. I might have to charge. I like charges, but I might have to turn that slider down as it's being used a little bit too much now. I'll have to see how that goes the rest of the game, but 2 early ones here. I think we're averaging about 2 a game, which isn't the worst. I could live with 2, maybe 3 a game. I like a good charge too. I don't like when it's overused, so we'll have to keep an eye on that. As Bailey picks up his second. A lot of fouls in this game already too. I do like the number of free throws we're taking a game, which is good. I might have to turn down the reach maybe a little bit, but it is to protect the people with high reach tendencies too. To protect against them, I should say. Here's Shalizzy. Shalizzy into the post. Talani, what's up in the chat? Smooth Grizz checking in. Dime Hardaway for 3 from the corner. No good. Rebound bounces out to Frosty Malone. Malone going to kick it ahead to Chambers. Chambers going one-on-one here, looking to set something up. The bench is ready to check in. And we're going to get a 3-second. So the awareness from both teams if Butch Harrison gets called there. Just not great awareness from both teams right now. As there's been quite a few turnovers here in the first 5 minutes of the game. 300 more for Connor until some shoes. That's your second pair of shoes, I think. Bench is checked in. Here's Devin Davis. Davis comes off the screen, and Bear Johnson going to get called for the foul. That is, there has been quite a few fouls in this first quarter. We'll have to see if that calms down. These referees are really into this one. And a timeout. I think that's a really good timeout. I think we all need that timeout. We're going to take a quick one. This is Gold Standard Basketball. Got to get those dancers' outfits changed. 11-7 here. Ball inbounded to Correctional Curator in the corner. Swings it over to King James II. Congrats to King James, the real King James, for breaking the scoring record in the NBA. As now it's Correctional Curator for three. No good, back rim. Fighting for the rebounds is Anthony Simmons. Grabs the board. Puts it in for two. He really worked hard for that one. Ball will be over to Counterman. Counterman up top to Davis. Davis over to A.R. Jordan. Jordan down to Davis. Good. Absolutely. Glass, hop in if you want to.
Hey.
What's up?
Oh, nothing much. Just figured I'd pop my face in. You know, we'll do a little guest starring in for the wonderful game of basketball.
Fun is infinite in the chat. Glass also in the chat. We got a three-man booth out here on Prospect Game Night. Glass, what's up? How's it going? Counterman gets fouled there. How's it going out there?
Good.
Go on.
I think he's figuring out his mic.
Oh, all good. Oh, good.
We can't hear you.
Connor's headphones died, so no more commentary for me. I think he's at work, yeah. Counterman hits the first free throw. I'm freaking hungry, to be honest with you. I need to eat.
Why don't you go and get yourself a hot dog from the stands?
Someone's got to bring me, and I'm calling a game.
Makes sense. I'll be sure to call over the guy.
Yeah,
Hey.
call the vendor
Hey,
over
you.
so I can get a hot dog up here in the booth. They never come up
Hey,
to the
you,
booth.
come on here. Come on up here and bring my man a hot dog.
Thank you. Thank you. That did sound like you were actually yelling outside the booth, too. That was nice.
Yeah, I actually got up for that one.
Nice. Counterman driving here. Kicks it out to Davis. Now over to Matata. Three-pointer. Counterman, no good. Rebounded by Curator.
I think I got everything fixed.
Glass
Yeah,
is,
now
glass is
you're
here.
The glass is in.
Had some technical difficulties.
Another 3 second. Some low awareness by some of these teams so far tonight. I hope that people are using the progression on some IQ soon.
Yeah, it's been sloppy so far. A lot of fouls and a lot of just not great basketball plays.
I'd say it's vintage play, but some of these calls are kind of weird.
Yeah, absolutely. A.R. Jordan with the layup there, 16-9. White squad in the lead. 3:20 in the afternoon here for Connor out in New Zealand. Zima Blue checking in. Well, I know Zima Blue hasn't played. I think he plays in the second game.
Uh-oh.
Bismack.
He's not
Pointer off the
making
back of the rim, no good, out of bounds.
That was almost a fast break, coast to coast there. That's dangerous. You got to hold on to the ball better.
For sure, for sure. Foul here on Simmons as
no in one.
Matata will go to the line for 2 free throws. Glass draft is in 11 days. We're almost single digits.
Yeah. Amazing.
Yeah, can't wait.
Time's really gone by.
We'll see if Matata can hit 2 free throws here.
You hear that, everyone? That means it's time to get in those bids now. Contact your local owner or make more odd posts about why you're the best in the league.
There you go. Progression
Yes,
opens
draft day is
tomorrow.
coming.
So just a reminder of that. Progression opens tomorrow. Also, there is a schedule change for tomorrow. I haven't announced it in League Chat yet, but we will be pushing the games just a bit. So we'll start at 3:30 Eastern tomorrow and go 3:30 and 5 Eastern tomorrow. For the games, lob up to Correctional Curator, and he throws it down.
Taking him to the Slam City. Ooh, love that one.
Last, haven't seen too many successful lobs yet, but that was a pretty good one.
That was a nice one.
that's
Correctional
probably-
Curators got one of those, I don't want to say weird, I want to say eccentric builds that I'm really looking to dive into and kind of
You
see
can
what
also
he does.
say exotic.
Exotic, that's a good word. Exotic builds.
Exotic. He gets fouled by an exotic animal, and Bear Johnson there. 17-11. Correctional Curator going to the line for 2. Curator is fun to watch for sure. One Accord Gaming, what's up? Thanks for checking in. Connor with another shoes redemption. I believe that's the second. He's competing with Boomin right now with Dolph for the most shoes in the league. Dolph's got his closet started already.
Are there any skeletons in it?
No, not yet.
Can't wait.
I'm sure
Season
there
hasn't
are,
started yet.
but I think it's his other closet.
I have 2 closets, one for stuff and one for skeletons, and nothing but skeletons.
I mean, if you had skeletons in a closet, you wouldn't want everybody to see that closet.
Yeah, of course, but there's always the 50-50 chance that it's just an actual closet of skeletons.
Matata drives off the screen. Pull-up jumper, good.
Ooh,
Akuna
baby.
Matata drops it in.
Lovely flourish there.
Who will be the biggest sneakerhead in the league? Only time will tell. That is a good. Now, Boomin's got 2. He's only got 2. I know he's working for a third. So right now it's him and Connor both have 2 pair. Pull-up jumper, no good. There are some sweet ones. I think Black Dynamite got the gold. What did he get? The gold Kobe's? Oh, no. He got the gold Jordan 6s, 7s today, I think.
Whoop. Turn around. Yeah.
Jumper by Matata. All points on PAX Graphics. Better save those points for
There are
sure.
indeed open lanes. You just got to work yourself in there.
Curator kicks out to Hughes. Hughes, jumper good.
Yeah.
And that's the end of the first quarter. We heard the buzzer, too. I could turn it up a
Yep.
little bit. I don't really want to hear the PA announcer that much. It's stupid that it's tied to the PA. End of the first quarter, 21-15. We'll be right back. Gold Standard
Wait, it's
Basketball.
tied to the PA. Why?
I don't know. I have no idea.
That-
I don't
that's
question
weird.
2K. I just let 2K be 2K.
That just sounded like someone on the mixing team got confused.
Absolutely. Back here for the second quarter, 21-15. Grizz wants to trade his CSBA watch points for GSB watch points. That is a bold strategy, Cotton.
It's possible, but the exchange rate is rather wild.
Yes, I think that if you've been there long enough, you probably got about 1 million CSBA points.
Yeah, which translates to about 1,000 here.
Only 47,000.
There you go. I think I have like 85,000 there. Phillips, 3-pointer, go!
Kazing.
Golazo.
Joey Phillips.
Yeah, Phillips is, he was talking in chat today about not being picked, and you know Phillips talks down his guy all the time, so.
Oh yeah, he's been talking days about his 1 for 8 shooting night, so I'm excited to see him out here actually hitting shots tonight.
He's had a good game so far. He's not in the
I
chat
like
though,
Joey
which
a
bothers
lot.
me. Somebody
Yeah.
needs to tag him in League Chat and get him in here. Layup missed there by Hardaway.
That was tough double coverage there.
Yeah,
Got to be sure to really get around and about.
for sure. Chambers over to Harrison, swings over to Joey Phillips, down low to Malone. Malone gonna go
Up,
to the
back him
turnaround.
up. Wait, no.
Jump hook
Ooh.
good.
Nice, lovely hook.
TTSN kind of drive of the game. Not really a drive, but
Yeah, not really a drive. That was just kind of a turnaround hook.
I think
Don't
TTSN
know.
just wants more coverage.
Cool. Yeah, they just have extra camera shots that they have.
They got to use them. You don't use them, you lose them. Shalizzy jumper, no good. Rebound pulled down by Malone. Phillips now with the ball, driving against Peepin. Phillips goes in and gets fouled. Scotty B. hacking on that one, and Phillips going to the line for 2.
I love the bravado on Peepin. He's my good friend from another league, Caboose.
Yes, sir. Caboose built a really cool build with Peepin. He jacked up his steal and perimeter defense to max right away. So he is a lockdown defender out there.
Yeah, that is quite a great build. I can really get behind that.
And he's running some cool 10s too that work really well with it. So
I am mildly curious as to how he's got it working under the trunk there.
Talking about the Laker trade in chat, D'Angelo Russell, Vanderbilt, and Malik Beasley coming to LA. I'm a big Malik Beasley fan, so I'm happy about that. Here's Peepin now, 21-21, tie game, great game so far. Here's Cajun Saint. Saint over to Peepin, back to Saint. Saint got to throw one up. No good off the back of the rim.
They got the space there, but they couldn't capitalize on it.
For sure. Glass, tie game. It's been a good game so far.
Oh, yeah, totally. It's been pretty lovely. Had a lot of highlights so far in the first. And you got an even game going on here. It's everything you want to see. Out of these prospects really showing themselves off. Uh-oh, steal. Here comes the fast break.
Haley with the steal ahead to Butch Harrison. Harrison gets the layup. Fun. I want to hear from Glass on this one, what he thinks about the play so far from Green. Glass, what do you think, man?
I think it's been really good. It's been a tightly contested game. It's going back and forth both ways. I've liked the rebounding from both squads. EJ Bailey was a name that stuck out early. Obviously Joey Phillips, as he hits another one there, having a really good game. So I've been impressed with the Green team a lot. Like to see Bear play a little bit better, but that's all right.
You put your selfish desires behind you for the team, right?
Always.
25.
Puts the team on his back.
Absolutely. 25-21, timeout on the floor. It's T-shirt time out here in the arena, in Gold Standard Arena.
I wonder what those T-shirts are.
They're not Gold Standard T-shirts, apparently.
Oh, so we just have T-shirt shooters out there who are like...
We're shooting out random T-shirts.
Yeah, they're like robes.
Jumper no good. The crowd letting them hear it here at Gold Standard Arena. That's not very nice here in a prospect game, but
hey,
we expect a lot out of our players in GSB.
Hey, the NBA has to steal its prospects from somewhere, and doesn't make it.
Phillips misses the 3. Saint tries off the back of the rim, no good. Both teams exchange misses here. Chambers drops down to Harrison, and Harrison throws it down for 2. That was a great run in transition from Harrison.
That was fantastic.
Yeah.
Loving Harrison on the fast break so far.
Yeah, I haven't seen the transition look that good in a lot of these games, but that was probably the best run I've seen out of somebody as Dime Hardaway drones the 3. But how important is it to have a forward center that can run the lane like that, Glass?
It's important to be able to spread the court out and be able to run a fast pace. If that's what you're looking to do team-wise, then that having that athletic kind of moving center is your best bet. But I mean, that's not everybody's cup of tea, but if you're one to get out and run, you're definitely going to want a guy that can keep up.
Absolutely. Phillips drops the 3 on the other end. Joey Phillips having a really good game. Dime Hardaway over to Deathridge. Deathridge now over to Saint. Saint with 7.
We definitely do live in the air.
3 seconds.
They weren't aware. They did not know.
There's been a few of those today.
Yeah.
Thank you to Aaron Ike for the 5 bits for the cheer. Appreciate you.
But yeah, we definitely live in an era where the athletic big man is definitely an important thing to the game. It's the exact thing you want. And if you're trying to run like sort of stretch thing, or you just want an active big man.
For sure. Deathridge comes across and tries to block the shot. Bailey draws the foul, so EJ Bailey will go to the line for 2. Got another game tonight for those of you just checking in. We got a schedule change for tomorrow. 3:30 and 5 Eastern will be our games. And then on Friday we're going to have a fun night, actually. I'll be up late Friday night. Wife is working an event, so I'll be hanging out. You know, we'll be running our games at a normal time, but I'll be on after to talk more Gold Standard basketball after the games tomorrow night if anybody wants to hang around. It'll be a late one, but it'll be Friday night, so all good. 32-24. Saint over to Hardway. Hardway over to Peepin. Peepin over to Saint. Now it's Deathridge. Deathridge comes off a screen. Deathridge handling the ball as a big man. Nice pass to Saint. Shalizzy cleans up the rebound. Shalizzy's an undersized forward center there. He's quite small, but he rebounds the ball pretty well for his size.
Reminds you of a Draymond Green type of guy.
A little bit, yeah, a little bit there. Time out on the floor. Thank you for the Boston Celtics for lending us their dancers.
We couldn't get the.
I think the child dancers is the weirdest thing in 2K, by the way. I'm just going to say it right now. 2K needs to take it out. I don't know why we have child dancers in 2K.
Yeah, that's creepy.
That is really weird. And they've had it in forever.
Yeah.
Here's Simmons. Like, we don't even we rarely see the cheerleaders. We see children on the screen.
Children all the time, yeah.
Very weird. Shot clock violation.
Hey, they're easier to hire because they don't know how rates work.
There's no child labor laws here in Gold Standard basketball. Clearly, Mitch works for us, so.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course.
I'm ageist. Matata with the ball coming off the screen, drives in. Matata with a little push shot, good.
Yeah, still cash.
What's up, Pax? Pax checking in, our resident media admin.
Yeah, Pax.
Shiloh Marino over to Aaron Hughes. Hughes over to Curator. Now back to King James II. We actually had a third person today as Hughes drops the 3. Create a player. So we now have 3 people named King as their first name in this league.
Now we just need the 4th one, who's actually just King from Tekken.
We can have King of Spades and the King of Hearts and the King of Diamonds and the King of Clubs.
You can have every king. Come on down.
Air Jordan, short range jumper from Matata, no good. Rebounded by Correctional Curator. They all need to come to Vice. Yeah, absolutely.
Oop. I'd absolutely love that if the whole gimmick of Vice's whole gimmick is just that every player is named after a card.
Well, Vice City is the Kings.
Yeah.
So their mascot is the King. So if they had a bunch of people that were all Kings, that'd be great.
Yeah, it would be fantastic. It would be like a team in like an old era basketball game.
Yeah, for sure. Simmons, foul on Matata. Matata will go to the line for a couple free throws here. We gotta get Ohio Glass. We gotta get Ohio to get some name stuff going on. I guess you guys got Bear though. Bear works because you guys are a Bear mascot.
Well, we got Big Apple in the post with Apple B. Evans.
This is true. You do have Big Apple.
That's what we call him. Once we got more guys and I'm a little bit more loud, like we all know that I am, everybody will know the awesome nicknames I come up with. So.
The Spanish Slayer also in Elias Machera.
Hey.
I do like the Spanish Slayer.
I do too. I like that one.
Free throw no good. Ball out on the perimeter. Aaron Hughes comes off the screen. Whoa, changes pace well. Gets blocked by Bear Johnson, though.
He had the spirit, but he didn't have the momentum to fully coast in.
Yep. Here is Counterman. Counterman going to drive with a little mismatch inside against Hughes. Goes behind the back and gets fouled by Curator. Second foul on Correctional Curator. So Sarah Counterman, who somebody said the other night looks like the prettiest boy in the league.
Oh my. Someone has a little crush.
Definitely looks like he belongs to a boy band.
Oh, most definitely.
Jim Carr getting those Air Jordan 5s, baby. Jordan 5s. DM me, Jim, and if you want the model or a certain colorway, shoot me a DM.
Ooh, free shoes.
Paid shoes, 3K.
Oh yeah, that's right. Sorry, I broke kayfabe for a second there.
Absolutely. Ball over to Simmons. Simmons going to drive in. Pull-up jumper, no good. I thought he could have got all the way to the rim there.
Yeah, he could have took that to the house, but he just gave us a weird coast in.
AR Jordan grabs the rebound. Puts it in for two. 147 left in the half. It's 34-32.
Game's still close as ever, or as we're about to go into halftime here.
For sure. Here's Shiloh Marino. Marino over to Simmons. Simmons back to Marino. Marino over to Hughes this time. 3 seconds left. Who's going to shoot? It's going to be King James from the perimeter. No good. And a loose ball foul on Curator. It's a second. Foul. Bear Johnson there trying to go for the rebound. So it's Matata off the screen from Bear Johnson. Matata drives in, goes to the Euro step, little fadeaway. Nice move.
Oh, lordy.
From Akuna
That was
Matata.
sick. What a wonderful phrase.
Absolutely. Timeout on the floor. 1 minute left in the half. I'll give Bear credit also, Glass, for a nice screen there.
Yeah, good job, Bear. Akuna Matata has really impressed me. Both games I'd tuned in where Akuna's played, he's had a really good game. So I've been really impressed with how he's done. Vice City got a really good one there. I think that's a point guard that's going to be able to really open up their offense and do a lot of things for them. So good job, Vice City.
Yeah, for sure. 34-34. 1 minute left here in the half. Inbounded to Curator. Curator now over to James. James swings it over to Hughes. Looks like they want James. They're going to go to Marino. They want Hughes off the screen. They've got Hughes. Hughes mid-range jumper. That's
He's
up
got
no
the
good.
space and couldn't convert.
Jordan ahead to Matata. Matata going one-on-one. Barreling in. Goes fadeaway. Spin move no
Tricked
good
him.
that time.
But no money.
Yep. Now to Curator. Curator drives in, gets fouled by Jordan. So correctional Curator will go to the line for 2 free throws.
Man, that was a pretty interesting transition there. They were both on like weird sort of fast breaks.
For sure. Libs, there is something that Berto posted. I'll send it to you. That's like you can like Google all the options for the shoes in 2K, and you can see them online. Free throw, not good there from Curator. Aaron Ike, shoes. Yes, sir. DM me. Free throw good, 35-34. Fun is infinite. Your call to the hot dog guy paid off. My wife walked in with food.
Wonderful. Well, I'm glad that my bid telepathically made the universe recorrect itself.
AR Jordan fadeaway blocked by Simmons.
Ooh, sick block.
Here's
Here
Marino.
comes the drive.
Behind his back, too. Getting fancy with it out here.
Yeah, skipping to his Lou.
Marino off the glass.
Coming in.
No good.
Couldn't convert with all that style.
Yeah, Davis is going to
What a
huck
shame.
one from three-quarter court. way right there. It was like Brett
Yeah.
Maher kicking a field goal for the Cowboys.
I was about to say, if that was money, then man.
We'll take it to half. Interview with the coach that we're not going to watch because it's not our coach.
Go away, Billy Donovan.
More children dancers here at the half.
Now it's the
You like that one,
halftime
Ty?
show.
I could say it because I'm a Cowboy fan, and we all bask in the same disappointment.
Wait, who are these people?
Those are, I don't know, some people.
Who let them in? Kick them out.
First
We
quarter
don't allow
highlights.
squatters here.
They're squatting in the studio right now. It's not being used yet. Glass, what'd you think of the first half?
I thought it was an entertaining first half. It was a little sloppy, a little slow at times, but I mean, it was a prospect game, and I think this has really looked like a prospect game. But a couple good individual performances I saw in the first half, and definitely
Look at
keeping an eye
Phillips.
out in the second half.
Look at Phillips, Glass. 12 points, 3 rebounds, 2 assists for Joey Phillips.
Well, I'm trying to keep it on the down low, Hawk. So
I mean, it's my job to say it, right? If Joey ain't going to promote himself, I got to do it.
trying to steal all these really good guys late.
Crushing Curator's asking where his oop was. You know you can clip that thing. Go ahead and clip your oop. It'll live forever in the clips and highlights section. Just below all 450 that Mitch posted.
Yeah, well.
Every
If you're
time
looking for
that
Scout
Scout
Mitchell
Mitchell took a step, I think it's clipped in the highlights.
We will never be short of Scout Mitchell highlights, so that is good.
Just in case we ever need one on a rainy day.
Yeah.
Bailey drives in, blows the layup. Great move. Dime Hardaway grabs the rebound, kicks it ahead to B. Peepin. Scotty B. Peepin drives in for the flush.
What a drive by Scotty. He didn't slow down. He was taking it.
Yeah, Scotty ain't gonna shoot any threes, but he is he can attack a little bit. 36-35. Yeah, go ahead.
I love the defensive mindset of Scotty B. Pippen.
Absolutely.
We're a defensive style team, so I mean his defensive style really impresses me, and I really like that.
How about that for defense right there? Tyler Deathridge with
Yeah.
the swat, his second of the game.
I was about to say that's his second, at least his second big block
Ooh,
of the game.
He got
all
up
over
for that
the
one
place.
too. That's a highlight block.
Yeah, that
That's
was a
an
stretch.
ant.
I gotta say, I've been loving the defensive work going on in this game right now.
Yeah, that was no normal block. He lights himself up with the rim protector takeover too. So
Yeah.
that's a clippable block. You don't get many of those.
He's on fire.
On
Everyone get out your cameras.
Phillips with the ball, drives left into the corner, and Peepin.
Oh.
Scotty gets caught reaching in.
He got a bit too anxious there.
He's a little handsy here on a Wednesday night, huh?
Ooh.
Take him on a date first, Scotty. Oh, he does it again.
Take it up for it there.
Uh-oh. Sticky fingers.
Scotty comes off the screen. Behind the back, little leaner, and Scotty's
Yeah.
showing off a little bit out here.
Now that's money. Lovely.
Got tired of you talking about his offensive game.
Yeah, Caboose is getting after me right now.
Yeah, he's really burning you with the torch.
Gets the rebound there.
And he grabs a board
To the
too.
Corner to Saint, two full court.
An assist.
An
too.
assist. Oh, man.
Man.
Scotty's a triple-double, walking triple-double waiting to
Yeah,
happen in
he's-
this league.
He's literally hit for the cycle here.
Absolutely, in about 2 minutes. Actually, in about 30 seconds. Here's Malone. Malone with the monster flush, one-handed.
Ramo there. I thought that
Game's picking up a
completely
little bit,
turned
though.
off.
Let's talk about some of the rewards that you could redeem here in the channel points. We've seen a lot of guys get the gear for 3,000 and tendency change for 5K, a dunk package for 5K. Maybe your guy gets a better dunk package in some of these games. You can also build a custom jump shot for 7,500, including the free throw. For 10K, you can go to the barber shop, change the hair and beard. At 12,000, get a basic player graphic from PAX. 15,000 for a press conference, and 25K for a premium player graphic. So save your points up for that. The other one that we added is 7,500 for pregame ritual. You can have a ritual at the beginning of the game, jump ball, or whatever. Just adds a little character to your guy.
That premium player graphic, it can definitely be worth it if you want something to add on to the little Twitter or
For sure.
hang around as a little keepsake.
I think Peepin got his hand on that one too on Bailey.
Ooh, baby.
And Saint on the other end is going to get fouled. So defense is turning into offense here for White.
Mostly Scotty B. Peepin.
Did Libertines just go back-to-back shoes?
Yeah,
I think he did.
he's building up that collection.
I think he went back-to-back. We going back-to-back. Nice job, Libertines. Oh, wow, he's going to back-to-back-to-back.
Oh,
Libertines now has the most shoes in
triple.
the league.
are we gonna see quad?
He must have got the exchange rate from the CSBA points.
Yeah, the money's coming in. Really anxious for that quad shoe.
Be interesting where he puts all of them because you can only wear a couple.
I'm sure he's got a shoe rack somewhere. Everyone has at least one. If not, then hey, by the door is always a good place.
I know people that have own rooms for shoes.
Yeah, and it's I think it's pretty crazy.
Bailey drops a 3 and brings the lead back down to 2.
The philosophy of the sneakerhead truly is something that's rather fascinating.
I do like me sneakerheads. Cajun Saint 3-pointer, no good. I've just never had enough money to spend on sneakers, but one day I will, and I'll spend
Oh,
some
yeah,
money
totally.
on some
Yeah,
sweet
I'm-
ones and 3s.
I'm sure that's what like a lot of people say when it comes to the topic of shoes. Like, oh, if I had disposable income, I'd definitely buy more shoes for myself.
Absolutely. GKC, what's up? Mario Medici checking in. Over to Chambers, 3-pointer. Gives Green the lead back. Big shot there from Chambers. Wow. Last week, think about that. Green
Cash
made a
money.
run down 5 or 6.
Yeah, nice shooting. They got a lot of hustle in them, and I like the aggressive nature that they're playing with.
For sure.
Oh,
Saint
tried
misses
to
the
trade
3.
back.
Yeah, they tried. They tried to answer right back. Bailey over to Chambers. Chambers one-on-one here with Saint. Going to go drop it down to Butch Harrison for the flush.
You left him open. You forgot.
Yeah. He said, look what I found. Hunky Dory checking into the chat. What's up, buddy?
Hey. Hey, we're just hanging. We're banging and having a lot of fun.
AR Jordan, a.k.a. Hunky Dory. Here's Dime Hardway. Hardway jumper good.
He pulled that one up with confidence.
Yeah, he did. He definitely knew that one was going in. I've been doing it all day too, Hunky. Don't worry. Baby Hawk's in good hands with the wife right now, though, so we're good. Pull-up jumper, no good by Bailey. Hardway quickly ahead to Peepin. Peepin in transition's been good tonight. Not that time. Phillips steals it. Phillips now 2-on-1. He's going to go all the way. Joey Phillips with the flush. Phillips sees himself a dunk package.
Well, that wasn't the monster slam I was hoping for, but it still works, I guess.
Still nice to see the short white guy get up there and slam it down, though.
Yeah, of course, of course. Anything that can refute the statement of white man can't jump is always welcome.
Official Sticks, what's up? Pharaoh Dotson checking in. Taking a look at a couple of Vice City teammates playing in this one. 47-44. Sarah Counterman with the ball. Swings it over to Hakuna Matata. There's one of the Vice City teammates right there. Can't hit the jumper. Shiloh Marino gathers the rebound. Going to walk it up slowly here. No, instead he goes right down to King James, the other Vice City. He gets the rebound and one.
Chance. Yeah. Love
Fired
to
up.
see it.
Counterman,
Love to see redemption.
Counterman a little confused about what the call was. Still has the hands up there.
Shooting for Chicago.
Ime
someone's
Udoka has a
really
new
going
job
over there.
here in the GSB. Can't coach in the NBA, so we get him as a celebrity coach here in the Prospect Games.
You love to see where the budget is taking us.
Well, he was cheap. He just wanted to be back on the court.
Makes sense.
We'll take that opportunity all day. 50-44, James. The second converts to 3-point play. Here's Devin Davis. 4 minutes left here in the third.
The same price as like an extra large pizza, yeah.
Any price that it's always worth it. Devin Davis drives in, layup good. Give me an extra large pizza any day.
Yeah, of course.
TTSN drive there. What was that?
Put some sausage on it. It's bomb.
There you go. Marino drives in.
Uh-oh.
Oh, Marino got a little fancier with the follow. Curator.
Oh
Correctional
my
Curator
God.
is an exciting personality in this league, and his player is just exciting.
Yeah, I gotta say, he's quite the slam jammer. I love whenever he comes in.
The back door to Matata. Layup good and one. Answers back. Quiets the crowd a little bit, the green crowd. Glass, Curator's player is high-flying and athletic. He's going to be fun to watch.
Yeah, like I said, it's a little bit of an exotic build, but it really intrigues me and interests me, and I think he's got a lot of potential there. And if he builds it right, there's so many opportunities.
What's up, guys? We've got otters.
Otters in the chat.
Yeah.
Kenny Murphy, what's up?
Yeah.
Howdy.
Yeah, coming in the
Yeah,
booth here, we got two notable otters here. The owner,
Yes.
of course.
Storm followed
Storm
me in.
followed him.
Yeah,
Storm's never far behind.
I didn't even know he was there.
The
I
Storm
won't
is
lie.
always lurking.
I'm actually top one lurker in all of the entire community.
What'd you
That's
say?
I'm
not
not
true.
there, I
I'm
am.
here.
Absolutely.
I have the title of Ultimate Lurker.
I don't know if that's a great title all the time, but I guess it depends. If you're looking at the child dancers on the screen, then maybe not.
Oh no, you made it worse.
Pull up Pepper from
Yeah.
Matata. Good. We're after dark at this point, right?
Yeah, we're after dark, but that doesn't mean work blue.
I've adopted a new strategy. I just type Javad Storm every time I lurk in the chat.
There you go.
Is that what that is? I've been trying to figure out why I just see Javad Storm at random times. I'm like, okay.
Random times.
I put my name earlier, like Bear Johnson. I don't know.
And I followed suit. Anthony Stank.
There you go. Love it.
Soon you're gonna have a chat full of player names and no one knows what's going on.
That's okay.
No, not even the players.
I love a full chat. Devin Davis knocks down the three, ties the game back up. Mother of Otters, says Mario Medici. Yes, Mother of Otters
Yes.
is here.
Yes. I missed an opportunity in some ways that it's not Mother of Stank, because that would have been also funny.
I think you could be both.
Yeah.
I actually almost went with the last name Stank.
You should have. You would have been my son.
Javid
Javon
Stank.
Stank. Yeah.
Devin Davis trying to drive, kicks it over to Jordan. Jordan, layup good. I almost went
Ooh.
out. I almost
Yeah,
had
that
to
was,
change my
that
tone
was
there a
out.
little.
Yeah, you did a little woo. Woo.
That's kind of what the sound makes when it goes around the rim, right?
Yeah, especially when it like goes in a circle round and round multiple times.
Correctional
I think
curator.
that's just the ooze
nice
of the people
steal.
who shoot it.
Yeah, for
They don't know
sure.
if it's going to go in.
Yeah, that makes sense,
Ooh,
too.
Here's Devin Davis over to Counterman.
Had a fast break there, but couldn't find the open lane.
Yeah, here's Matata now. Matata goes down to Bear Johnson in the post.
Back him up.
Little mini
Show him
fadeaway
what's
for Bear
good.
Johnson. How about that
Yeah.
glass?
Hey, we like that.
We like that. Bear
You
Johnson
always
getting involved
love
on
it.
offense.
You always love to see a good backup and pop.
Uh-oh, another lob, and Curator
Ooh.
throws it down again. Marino
Ooh.
threw that
Back
one
on
up.
defense.
Oh, man, if you're looking for a highlight play here that's going to sell a lot of jerseys and merch, Correctional Curator is your guy.
Yeah, man's building his mixtape.
Absolutely. What jersey we're going to see Correctional Curator in, I have no idea, but whatever it is, he's going to sell some of those.
Well, he is right now playing the Center Division, I believe, and he's a little small, so seeing those coaches a little bit is going to be kind of interesting.
That is interesting, for sure.
Yeah, it's unique.
Well, he's the same size as my shooting guard.
I love that.
Playing the center, so it's definitely going to be it's going to take some imagination from whatever team uses him to make him that star. But he's showing you here that he's got that potential.
Yeah, I mean, he could play a few positions probably, so
If they're going for a small ball offense, for sure.
And he's
Got
athletic as
highly
hell.
athletic. Super athletic.
Free throw, no good by James.
I believe
Double
he's
knock
highest
on the
vertical
head.
in the league.
What was that?
I believe he is the highest vertical in the league.
I bet, yeah. I mean, we haven't taken the combine measurements yet, but I guarantee he's going to be up there.
Oh yeah. Does that mean that's going to be a thing?
Could be.
Mm.
Could be. I mean, I got to see some of these. I know, I'll tell you right now that Steel Stern is probably going to have about a 4-inch vert. Here's Sarah Counterman with the ball. 25 seconds left in the third. Matata driving to his right. Goes back to his left. Scoop shot, no good. Fouled by Aaron Hughes. Oh, actually, they're going to call that on Marino.
Second personal foul, third team foul. At the line for your Celtics, number 17. At the line for 2.
What's up to everybody in chat? Appreciate you guys tuning in. Pretty sure I've talked to everybody that's stopped in. ADM Smith, what's up? Katie, he says Katie with an exclamation mark.
What's what was Smith, Colin, whatever you want me to call you?
Did you just government name him on stream?
Yeah, well, he's told me I can.
Maybe that was a personal thing.
My heart tells me to call him Jesus, but he doesn't like that. So
No, I mean, not anymore.
No.
yeah.
The Yeezus is all gone out of him.
Changed, man. Oh, he said Yeezy.
Oh yeah, I made that up at one point, so I can still call him Easy. That makes me happy.
There you go. Calling Yeezy ADM, love it. Just not Adam. Here's James over to the corner. Curator, jumper good.
Yeah.
Curator, and he knocks on the floor a couple times.
Yeah, that ties the game right back up as we go into the fourth here.
Yeah, four's up in the chat, everybody. GSP
Yeah.
style, let's go.
But
We're
the
headed
think,
four is up.
tie game. Yeah, go ahead, Katie.
I was just gonna say, I think one of the things that's making Curator as interesting as he is that he does have that size mismatch. So he's, get speed and everything is posing a problem for traditional centers right now.
Yeah, he is. And I think
No,
as we
no
keep
perimeter
going,
defense
Yeah.
on them either.
yeah, and I think as we keep going through the league, we're going to start seeing some people make some one-offs like that, where they might have an advantage. So it'll be interesting. Assist of the night
Especially
here.
when
Go ahead.
he's got these neutral game plans, so when they're not using the size mismatch and the offensive side, it's kind of just he gets to abuse it offensively, and then they don't. So especially in these prospects,
For
I
sure.
wanna see it.
Even when coaches are game planning, though, they're going to be able to see that maybe a little bit too. If you got a 7'3", heavy center, and you got Curator, like that's a matchup I'm probably going to try to exploit in the transition game, right?
Right.
And ain't nothing you
He's
can do about it as the coach of a 7'3" guy, because he ain't going to get back any faster.
He's talking about you, Jim.
Yes, Jim C. Williams, aka the giant from Happy Gilmore.
Yes.
I'm gonna contact that guy, and I'm gonna show him Jim C. Williams.
Yeah, you're gonna do the live action interview.
Yes. Your stunt double is almost here.
Take a break. Take a break.
Lovely.
2 shots.
But yeah, remember every owner watching right now, draft the Giant 2023.
There's a couple of them. Which one?
The real giant.
You know the one with the nickname the Giant.
King James, 6 points here in the half. Did we ever find the clip of Greg Lake dabbing himself up while his teammate was trying to give him a handshake? We need to
That
find
happened.
it. It happened.
That feels like such a Greg Lake thing.
There was a free throw, and he was behind the free throw line, and his teammate went to give him a high five, and he was practicing his shot.
It's.
It was great.
I love seeing all the personalities that come out over these guys.
Oh, absolutely. It is fun.
Yeah, their body language is excellent. Their personalities are good. Definitely more unique than the average league.
Layup good by Deathridge. Nice jump hook there. And I'm going to try to also, if we start to see some of these personalities in game, I'm going to try to play onto that too and There's also things you could do to customize some of those things. There's a $7,500 or point, 7,500 point pregame ritual that you could do if you want to add a little more character to your guy.
Yeah, if you're a big Jordan or LeBron fan, you can do the powder thing.
If it's in there, you can for sure.
It should be in there.
I think it is. Yeah, LeBron's is in there.
Oh,
nobody
they
has
removed
it on
Jordan's?
right now, so you don't
They
see any of them.
removed Jordan's version.
No,
from the game?
it's probably on there.
I was about to say, like, that's a razor.
Just waiting for
Erasure.
Nighthawk to see the graphic I posted. What? Okay, hold on.
That reminds me, I gotta get around to showing off my graphical skill around here.
Oh wow. He posted me in. That's great.
Ooh!
Yep.
Oh.
Great job. That's actually hilarious.
Ah,
Well done.
Should frame it.
I just stood up from my chair to clap. That was very well done.
Number 16.
Well done. Well done.
Taking 2 shots.
6160 Curator going to the line. That prospect would absolutely suck in here. Once upon a time, I was okay. Not anymore.
You're okay.
imagine being okay.
At
I'm never
basketball.
okay.
At basketball.
Oh.
Oh. I thought you were talking
Also
about
in life.
general.
Once upon a time,
Yeah,
I was
good.
okay.
Yeah, good. I was about to say, oh, I guess I'm all alone here.
Who's concerned for me? Curator's got the playmaker takeover too as one of his 2 takeovers, which is really interesting.
Oh, that is interesting.
Actually, I would never. But,
Backdoor, and that's why right there. What a pass!
Correctional Curator making a little bit of a name for himself tonight, climbing up a couple boards.
Well, I think so. Just based on his how exciting he's been for sure, and the fact that he's scoring it well. Krista really wants JoJo to come in here and do a Greg Lake analysis. We're gonna have to let him.
oh,
Wow, deep 3 from Dime Hardaway. That thing was about 5 feet behind the line.
Even the crowd called it.
Yeah,
It
that
wouldn't
was
be a dime Hardaway player if he couldn't do that, I guess.
absolutely. It's so funny that people make the same kind of player all the time. I do
Yeah.
enjoy that. And then you got the
Yeah, and
Stearns switching
a
spots.
dime, Carr.
Shane Knox. Yep.
it's
Shane's
the
always
shortest
making them.
I've actually ever
Hey,
been.
it's what they call the.
This is the
window
shortest
of
you've been?
alternate-
This is the shortest I've ever been. 6'11".
Wow.
He was like 7'6" once.
Yeah, we don't have that
I've been
anymore.
around
But,
that- I've been
7'6".
that
The 7'6s are weird.
7'1", 7'3", 7'6" range. For a while.
The 7'6s are definitely a weird thing. I'll let someone make a 7'6", but it's going to cost them $100.
I wouldn't do that.
Oh,
I guarantee
boy.
you.
Hair gets 7 inches. I lose $100. Seems feasible to me.
And there can only be one in the league.
You're gonna give him 25 speed.
Yeah, you're going to.
Speed.
They pay that high price only for it to be like, oh, I've nerfed the hell out of them.
No, just be 7'6" and be like 190 pounds. You'll be somewhat fast.
Yeah, you'll be fast enough. The wind will take you where you need to go.
Yeah.
Get that women.
Have you seen
women
Jim
camel
Williams
build.
run?
You live and die by momentum.
Jim looks like he's still living in in the Stone Age, man.
According to Jim, in an interview I had with him, he's living in his car.
Like
His Jeep.
AKA cave.
Yeah, his Jeep.
I would
mean-
name him the caveman, but have you seen Butch Harrison out here?
I
Butch
mean, hey,
Harrison is the
considering
caveman right here. Speaking of the caveman, he just set a screen.
Ooh,
And the caveman gonna get the rebound.
ooh.
Oh,
Oh, that
Oh.
almost went in.
what the
It
heck?
did almost go.
Hardaway got the
Almost got
rebound.
it in.
Lights up
Look at
that
that
takeover.
caveman. Just smacking the ball, hoping it goes in.
Yeah, that was interesting. Ball. Dime Hardaway 3, no good. Rebounded by the
Ooh.
caveman, Butch Harrison.
Bruh, get rebound.
And his name's Butch, so it's just a perfect caveman name.
Yeah, that works too.
Chambers 3, good. We got a great game on our hands. 3-point game. 6 minutes left.
Yeah,
Boston.
playing like a regular season game.
Yeezy, are you good with the nickname the Caveman? I have to know.
Don't ask his consent.
Are
Just
you-
name him.
You can't.
Hey, we asked for consent here in GSB.
Are you okay with being called the
can't make your
caveman
guy-
in art?
No means no here in GSB,
Are you
okay?
okay with being called the caveman, and are you okay with digging up holes?
I don't think we're used to that.
Dig yeah, no, yeah. You don't usually get asked
Dig
for
up-
consent.
Oh,
I know.
dig it.
Shocking. I'm a gentleman.
I hope the two people in the audience there appreciated my reference to the book Holes.
I did like it is a good. Well, I didn't read the book, but the movie's really good.
Yeah, the movie's
Shot-
pretty good.
All you need is Shia LaBeouf.
Yep. Great actor. Not really in that movie, but I'll take it. Actually, the acting
It's
was quite
something.
poor in that movie, but it was a great movie.
That's why.
For
it's
the
what
time.
Chambers from the logo, no good.
What a 3 there though.
Consider the acting to be the motivation to read the book.
Yeah, I mean, how long is the book? That's my first question. Anytime
Reading.
someone asks me to read a book. And does it have pictures? It's Dime Hardaway
Ooh.
slams it home.
Have pictures.
There's pictures of holes on every on
Does it
every
have
page.
Pictures.
I read
I
picture
must be
books.
immersed in the story. Uh-oh.
Have you seen
Must
me in
be
the trivia
immersed.
channel? Does it look like I read a book? Here's Cajun Saint. He's gonna flush it home. Showtime.
Ooh.
Vegas is gonna
They're
get to see
running.
that this year. Yeah, they're running and gunning for sure. They're taking a 7-point lead all of a sudden. Timeout on the floor. 4.5 left. Bench is gonna come in to try to close this thing out.
Let's see if they can keep it together.
Yeezy wanted to look like a caveman, so yes, he is the caveman now.
Groovy. You taught the caveman how to rock.
Scotty B. Peepin, player of the game.
Well deserved. Give that man a slammy
What is the slammy?
award. I don't know. I don't know. I tried to think of an award and my mind went to the fucking wrestling award.
Gosh. What's the awards from The Office?
I
Dundies.
forget.
What is it?
Dundies.
The Dundies. Yep. That's what you gave him right there.
If we could get Office in the trivia channel, I'm killing it. But outside of that, I got nothing to contribute for.
We bought King James in the corner. Dude, I was pumped when I read that book. To my daughter, that's why I had a kid and I started reading.
That'll happen.
Yeah, it's great. I love those books. They're about 5 pages long and they got really pretty pictures.
Real big words too.
Real big words.
Yeah.
They have otter ones,
They
like
do.
the I love you like no otter.
I
is
have that
one.
book actually. Baby Hawk loves that book.
Yeah, it's fantastic.
Yeah, we'll have to make
That's
sure
pretty-
she reads it before the Otters games.
That's
Yes.
pretty bodacious and all, but nothing's
As
better
a,
than a children's book that's shaped like the character that's in it.
I also have
Like Rainbow-
multiple of those.
Like Rainbow Fish.
You know,
Hey, Rainbow Fish is goaded.
you know what the worst. You know what the worst books are though for kids are the ones that have like 100 pictures in them.
Yeah, I'm sure that my kid
They're
will
just
remember
pictures,
all these
but there's so
pictures.
many freaking pictures, and I hate them.
At that point, it's just like, why make a book when you can just show your kid like an online countdown?
I think it's to save them from the screen, maybe.
Cool.
Whoa, what's up, Dynamite?
I guess, but in the end, that just ends up wasting paper.
Black Dynamite's got the. I think he bought the gold Jordan 6s or 7s the other day, so we're gonna see those
Ooh.
debut next time
Those
he
would be
plays.
nice.
Yeah, those are sweet. Maybe was it him? Or maybe he brought the Travis Scotts. No, Just Blaze bought the Jordan 1 Travis Scotts. Hughes now 73-68. Scotty B. Peepin got that lockdown badge lit up. So don't throw the ball to Shiloh Marino. Whatever you do, Green. Oh, well,
Uh-oh.
I guess he's rubbing off on his teammates. Deathridge
Yeah,
gets the
never
steal.
mind.
Saint drives in. Saint going up, giving correctional curator a little bit of his own medicine there.
Perfect contact.
And the curator, I feel like he needs a nickname, but I need to think of a good one.
He's
Would you say that you're curating one for him?
I would say that. That is very true. Shiloh Marino, no good on the 3, rebounded, pulled down.
I feel
Here's,
like
go ahead.
Dr. C.
I was just saying, I feel like the name of correctional curator is already a nickname, and that
Yeah.
we don't know his real name.
I need to
we,
know.
We don't.
I need to know for sure. One Accord,
Yeah,
is
that's
that his real name or is that a nickname? I don't have your bio or backstory yet.
Number 16.
I mean, poor
Like,
kid,
he's
whoever gets
born
named
in his-
correctional curator.
He's born and his mom's like, you know what? This guy looks like a correctional curator.
Well, my thing is was he born in a prison?
Real name.
If he was born in a prison, then it's a perfect name.
Kokyu? I'm not a fan.
That
Kokyu.
sounds more like it should be on the table of elements.
Yeah, I was about to say that
Yeah.
sounds more like we're making meth.
Fun is Infinite is only allowed on this show after dark.
For real.
Exactly.
No
He
day
was
game,
born
no
in
day
a
games
prison,
for the
apparently.
Giant.
I am the perfect man for After Dark. I bring the attitude and the vulgarity.
Hide your kids, hide your wife. Fun is Infinite's in the booth.
He's impotent.
76-68, free throw good. Bear Johnson checking back in. Did Bear start this game, Gus?
I don't think so. This one, no.
Okay,
Pretty sure he started on the
coming in
bench.
for the last run here. Got an
Bench
8-point
Bear
game, though.
today.
One more time for everybody in the chat that wasn't here earlier. We got a schedule change tomorrow. We're going to go 3:30 and 5 Eastern for those two games, so make sure you tune into those. Oh, what a steal
Uh-oh.
from B. Peepin. Scotty going to go.
Oh, baby.
Go, Scotty,
Here it
go.
comes.
Oh, wow. That was really anticlimactic again.
He stepped on the back of his shoe.
I think I hyped him up way too much on that.
Hey, you got him gun shy.
Yeah, dude. Well, Shiloh is just like, you're not dunking right now. Oh,
Yeah, like I
Shiloh's
said,
pissed,
he
dude.
stepped
Shiloh's
on
He
getting a
just
little
shoved
dirty.
him. Did you
Oh.
see that?
Shiloh's
He just
getting a
shoved
little
it.
dirty out here. Tell
What
us
was
Shirt
that?
Fame to get his guy under wraps.
It's assured fame. I think he probably encouraged him.
Absolutely encouraged it. Okay, Shiloh. Scotty at the line. Looking real ready to shoot this free throw. Or not. He's not happy that he missed it.
Hey, he's got a second chance. Let's see if he can make it.
Dime did it too. Dime and Greg Lake are kindred spirits. Selfish.
He's not even the one shooting the free throw. I don't.
He's trying, but he's gonna want to knock down a big shot here in a second. Apparently,
Oh.
Scotty free throw good. Scotty has had a much better game than he did in game one. I'll say that.
Yeah, he's definitely showing his colors here. He's showing that he's got that dog in him.
And he's gonna step up and take a
Oh.
charge. We haven't seen one since the first quarter, but he's got the takeover lit up. So I would not do anything against him right now.
Yeah. Hey, you get near him, you're screwed.
Here is Dime. He's over
I
to
gotta
Scotty.
say, this is probably the only league I've been in where I've seen like very clean charges.
Yeah, 23 actually did a really good job with it.
Yeah.
Because in 20, they never happen. Guys fall, but they don't call it.
Yeah.
Shiloh tries to go to the glass. I don't know why they keep going to Shiloh Marino right now with Scotty guarding him.
Something I'd rather be eat 0 and 23 than 0 and 2.
Back door to, stolen by James.
Oh.
Somebody used their points on some defensive awareness. Consistency, fadeaway, no good.
You didn't have to fade away there. You could have drove that in.
Shiloh's ice cold. Not good. Scotty's takeover's gone. Saint over to Shalizzy, now to Dime Hardaway. Practiced that shot earlier, he couldn't get that one to go.
Really would have liked to seen Bear try to back down Correctional Curator a little bit more there, show off that size. But the other way, the speed.
Absolutely. They did throw to him a couple times. He had got involved a little bit. That'll probably be more of a coaching thing to get Bear involved, which is good, but it's good to see he has it. Here's Cajun Saint now, under a minute left. Over to Peepin. Scotty's going to shoot a three. Can't hit. Rebound pulled down by Hughes. And another charge. Okay, charge slider's going down next game. Well, after this. Just a tick.
Man.
We'll still see him, don't worry.
We
I want to see less of him on the sideline, though.
we finally get clean charges, and now they're getting nerfed.
Hey, running a sim league is about nerfing.
Yeah, nerfing and buffing.
Our next
More
sponsor is going to be
nerfing.
Nerf.
Nerf
It's
or nothing.
nothing.
Nerf or nothing. Counterman misses the three, rebounded by Simmons. Green's got a push here. Marino up ahead to Hughes. Hughes clicks over to James. Long jumper, good.
Oh man.
5-point game. They're going to have to play the foul game here for a second as Marino fouls Matata. So Matata will go to the line for two here.
At the line, number 17.
Number 17.
Line for 2 shots.
Our PA announcer. Top of the game right there.
Yeah, pay that man.
No, he doesn't get paid. He's actually the last one to get paid here.
So he doesn't.
Yeah. He gets like 1 penny.
The hot dog vendor gets paid before him.
Yeah, of course. After what happened earlier.
Yeah, brought me food.
Yeah, he's needed. The
Free
hot
throw
dog
good.
guy is more important than the PA.
Matata steps up. Absolutely. Why wouldn't it be? Matata steps up and knocks down 2 free throws. Cool, calm, and collected. Time out of the floor. James now with the ball, kicks it to the corner. Marino's going to have to shoot a quick three. He's got the ice, but he hits it anyway. Brings it to within 4. Okay, we got a game here.
Oh man, might we see a photo finish here?
They got no timeouts left, which is probably the one downfall against them right now. So they can't advance it. But they're making things interesting right now. Oh, Davis almost stepped back court too. They're going to call a foul on Hughes.
Second personal foul. Team is in the penalty.
Good Devin Davis sporting the dual wristbands. Love to see that.
Line for 2
Yeah, real vintage staple.
Free throw good. And in a preseason that we haven't seen too many made free throws, Katie, White's sure stepping up and hitting them here.
Yeah, and you know, later down the line, they're
Maybe not
get
that
free
one.
throws. Well, you commentator
You
cursed him.
jinxed it.
Yeah.
Well, they're passing the ball around a lot right now.
Oh. Nope.
Look for teams that can hit free throws to make that a big difference, though.
For sure. Absolutely. 80-75 finish here. White team wins this one. Good game to both teams. We got one more game coming up after this. So make sure you stay around. The stream will stay up as we get the next game ready. You'll get a little bit of free points here as we take a quick break. But fun is infinite. You've been here for pretty much the whole game. How'd that turn out for you?
Gotta say, it was a pretty fun game. I love the back and forth action that was going on between the second and third. I think defense was pretty adequate in places, especially from Scotty
Yeah.
Peepin, and love that man's game throughout the whole thing.
Sure. Glass.
The-
They shot 18% from 3 and won the game. You're not going to see that too often.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely not. Got to get their shooting numbers up. They shot better. They shot more free throws. I shouldn't say better. They just shot more.
They got to the
made
line,
a few more, so that kind of made a difference. But yeah, you got to shoot a lot better than that to usually win the ball game.
Yeah, Katie, they forced 14 turnovers too, which helps. Got 18 points off of those 14 turnovers, so well
Yeah, that's
executed.
twice as many points off of turnovers than the other team. Even though the turnover difference margin is not that extreme, but just take those points in a close game like this.
Yeah, for sure. Let's take a look at the box scores real quick. Kuna Matata was 17. Dime Hardaway, 14 points, 4 rebounds, 4 assists. Good game from Dime. Scotty B. Peepin, 12, 4, 6, and 4. Wow. That man is a jack of all trades.
Yeah, he finally hit for the cycle.
Yeah, really good game from him. Cajun Saint, 10 points, 1 rebound, 1 assist. Davis with 8 and 2. Deathridge 6 and 5 with a couple steals and a couple blocks, so a defensive center there if anybody's looking for that. A.R. Jordan was 6 and 6. Counterman 3 and 2. Dominic Shalizzi 2 and 8, and Bear Johnson goes 2-3-2 with 2 blocks. Well-rounded Bear Johnson, Glass.
Yeah, it's Bear's job. That's what he's gonna do, game in, game out. So happy to see it.
Absolutely. The offense will get there for Bear.
Yeah.
Phillips with 14-4, 3 and 2. Joey Phillips, definitely not a last-round pick here. Curator with 13, 5 and 3, and a few thunderous dunks. King James, 12 points, 2 rebounds, 3 assists, 2 steals. Bailey with 9 and 3 and a steal. Chambers 6 and 6 assists for Damian Chambers. The Caveman 6.7 rebounds. Frosty Malone same 6.7 rebounds. Aaron Hughes 4 assists, 4 points. Shiloh Marino with 3 points, 3 rebounds. Hit that 3 late. Only shot 1 for 8, so struggled a little bit. Anthony Simmons 2 points and 8 rebounds. Final words. Fun is infinite.
Read more children's books.
Hey.
The basics can really tend to help you out, you know.
It's true. I've learned. My vocabulary has gotten better reading the children's books for sure. Katie,
Yep.
final words.
A great game again. I'm seeing some different names at the top. It's exciting. Joey Phillips came in, off a game last week that he was considered a faller, but he's rising again. And week to week, we see these people changing and showing what they've got.
The Seagull will rise for sure. Glass, final words.
Matt would be really mad at me if I didn't say F Michigan. So go Shaman. There's that.
Now you've summoned him.
Always, always. Well, we'll head off right now. We'll get the next stream ready. Appreciate it. You guys stopping in the booth. Appreciate you guys tuning into the game. And this is Gold Standard Basketball. We'll be back in about 7 minutes for Game 2 of the night. Don't go anywhere. Stream's going to stay live so you guys can rack up some of those points. Back here live for game 2 of the Prospect game night 6. Got two teams ready to square off here. I believe that Katie, you still with me in here? And Dolph is checked into the booth. Game 2 here live. Prospect Challenge, day 6. Dolph has entered the booth. Dolph, what's up?
I figured it was time for Memphis to make an appearance.
It is time for Memphis to make an appearance. It's actually overdue, but better late than never.
That's exactly what I was going to say.
Let's talk some Memphis Blues basketball. How's it going out there for you guys?
It's been good. I know Mac has been getting the luxury of talking to a lot of people, scouting people while he's doing the player profiles that are getting dropped in the news channel.
That's good.
Been watching the games pretty closely, getting to know some names, just seeing play styles.
Absolutely. Blue Ridge is wondering why Greg Lake is not starting. Because we switch him every game, Greg Lake, that's why. Everybody gets a fair shot here in the Prospect games. Desi Saint with the steal, head to Robert Ivory to get this one started. Ivory goes to the turnaround, no good. But Bryant Bucket's going to follow it up. Let's talk, how excited are you guys? Draft is in 11 days now. Memphis, how are things coming down there for the draft?
The excitement's definitely high, but I mean, it's easy to say we got a plan. I mean, we have an idea of the style of players we want. I mean, we made a pretty aggressive move up.
Yeah.
We know we're guaranteed to get one of the two guys we want, but then you kind of got the fallback of we don't get to pick again until late in the third. But I mean, it's easy to say you got the plan, but once the picks start falling and the names start ticking down, maybe that plan goes out the window.
For sure, it is very important to get, to get your guys, the guys that you feel like will fit best in Memphis. So the move up is, while it is aggressive, like you said, you're guaranteed to get one of the two guys that you want, right? So that's a big time. Sada Baby will be at the line for a free throw.
A lot of anticipation behind Greg Lake in his second Prospect game.
Yeah, for sure. I think everybody wants to see him again. He had a really good first Prospect game. He lived up to the hype, if you will, and hopefully he can do it again now off the bench. We'll see him come on a little different role. One of the reasons I like doing it is to see if guys play better I've started or bench. That's a good thing to scout as well.
There's definitely a difference in the role and the egos coming into play. Are they willing to kind of take that back seat and not be the guy?
For sure. Tez Green dropped 25 the other night off the bench. He's getting the start tonight. Goes for 2 early there. How about that name, Tez Green? Somebody we're all familiar with, and his player can score the basketball here.
Oh yeah, the efficiency was off the charts. No doubt about that. Definitely a name that rings a bell whenever you hear it. Especially Tez Green from Kansas. I mean, he did great things.
Yep, for sure. Here's Robert Ivory with the ball. 4-2 over to Tez Green. The aforementioned Tez Green, 10 on the shot clock. It looks like they want Ivory off a screen. Tez will get it to him. Ivory's going to have an open 3 from the top of the key. No good. Rebounded by Rowdy Rhodes. You'll see Cherry Jello with the ball. Now over to Dub Stern. Ahead to Josh Young 2.0. Can't get the jumper to go. Rebounded by Buckets. So what kind of players are we looking at? What kind of players is Memphis looking at to bring in? And then we kind of know your identity. You guys are tough-nosed. Is that kind of where you're going with some of your picks?
Yeah, Connor will be the main person coaching. I know Murphy's going to play a big role coaching with him, but defense is the main identity. But then also he has an idea of the role he wants each player to play. he kind of had some say in our initial upgrades for the 4 that are on the roster, and we're gonna listen to him. He's gonna play a big role in helping us draft. So we got an idea of what we want, and then I mean the beauty of not having archetypes, each player can kind of build towards that, or we can adapt to how that player's already kind of built and roll with the punches.
Murphy says you sound good in here.
I try.
Serenade.
They don't like to let me talk a whole lot. That's why I tried to sneak in here while they weren't talking. And
One of you two
in the
needs
league
to.
chat.
One of you two needs to be talking at all times for Memphis. Mac does enough of it for all 4 of you, but
Oh my God, right?
but we love Mac. Mac does a great job.
He's got his own channel. He talks so much.
Absolutely. Kay says you sound sexy, so you got
That's
some
good.
you got some fans out in the chat, Boomin.
Let me snag my pair of shoes real quick before I forget.
Yeah, snag those. What are we going with? I don't know if you know, but Libertine snagged 3 pair in the last stream.
Oh, he's trying to steal my sneaker king
You
crown.
guys are both at 3 now, tied for the Sneaker King crown right now. What are we going with?
I'm still a little undecided. I
That's
got a
fine.
couple
That's
picked
fine.
out, but
Absolutely. Connor said his heart is booming right now. Man, did you know you had so many fans? Love that. Nice block there from Brian Buckets. Well, Memphis, give me some final words, Boomin. We've got another owner in here we'll talk to about Vegas in a second, but give me some final words. What do you want the people to know about Memphis, what you guys are doing out there? The draft's in 11 days. This is your chance to plug the Memphis Blues here.
just let the prospects know that we might not have reached out, but that doesn't mean we aren't noticing them. We're not really taking the approach of hitting them all up and getting to know them. We know most of the guys, and we're judging their game more than their character.
Good to know. You guys listen up. That's Boomin, a.k.a. Dolph, the Sneaker King, so to speak here. He's going to be, he says, checking in here for the Memphis Blues. Glad we got Memphis in the booth. We need San Antonio's the last one, I think, that hasn't been in the booth. So we'll get San Antonio in here eventually. Maybe a Percy Cooper sighting in here. But we'll send you out, Boomin. Appreciate you hopping in, talking about Memphis a little bit. And we can't wait to see who the Blues draft at number 2 overall in 11 days. All right, Katie, let's talk about the game for a second, then we'll bring Hubba in here. But what's been going on in the game so far? What have you liked so far?
I've liked how, aggressive these two teams are playing. We've seen a fairly close battle so far, just a 3-point difference. People going into the paint. You see there with Sada Baby. He's not shooting great, but he's going inside where that's going to be the most accurate. So it's been interesting.
Desi Saint just drops a bomb on Cherry Jello right there. That was a nice dunk from Desi Saint. So,
Yeah, it was.
So it hasn't been a crazy scoring game right now as Cherry Jello has the ball at the elbow. He's going to pull up jumper good. We'll get to see the benches here in a second, but while we do that, let's bring Hubba in. Jokers owner, Las Vegas Jokers. Hubba, what's going on, buddy?
What's happening, man? How you doing today?
We're doing great, man. We're doing great here. We're living out in the GSB. How's it going out in Vegas? Well, you're actually in Tampa now, right?
No, not yet. I'm still here in Vegas.
You're still in Vegas. How much longer are you there for?
I'm here for another month.
Oh, okay. And then you're making the move across to Florida, right?
Yes, sir.
Cool. So, I mean, Vegas is popping. We've talked about that a lot. You know, you've come on and talk a little bit, but for the people that haven't heard yet, what's going on out in Vegas? How are you guys getting ready for the draft?
Well, I just want to say we had a good interview today.
Good.
Hours ago. Pretty sure that we know where we're going with our first pick, if our first pick is there.
What do you guys? You guys are at 6?
Yep.
6, yeah. Vegas picking 6. So that's good that you guys have kind of zeroed in and got somebody that you feel like could be the face of the Jokers franchise, right?
That's right.
That's awesome. That's awesome to hear that teams are starting to get their guys and figure out who they want. Got a plan B ready in case he's not there?
I got plan B, C, and D ready, but
That's what you need for the draft, absolutely. Greg Lake is the and one there right off the bench, so a good finish by him. He's going to be a guy that's living in the top couple rounds as you see the Jordan 1s on him. But 11 days now. Last time we talked, it was a little longer than that. How much progress have you guys made in 3 days? You guys have now zeroed in kind of on a top pick. What about the rest of the board? How's that coming?
we're doing pretty good. I mean, right now we're just running some sims with some different combinations. Taking a look at what's out there.
For sure. Well, you know 4 of the people on your team, so that helps a little bit, right? To be able to run sims
That
with at
does
least
help.
4 of you.
That works.
And you're just looking for maybe a missing piece on that unit, or if you guys are coming off the bench looking for a few starters. So multiple ways you could go for it for sure. How's everything else in Vegas? How is the community treating the Jokers?
Oh, you know, Vegas is always popping. You know how it is in Vegas.
Absolutely. That's why we're going to be there one day.
I just have to figure out what the right hashtag is. That's what I'm working on now.
That is a very cornerstone piece of any franchise, the hashtag.
That's true.
Big time marketing tactic coming from somebody who does marketing for a living. Need the hashtags. Need the hashtags. Bam Bam Hayes. That's a hashtag in itself. He's at the line for 2 free throws. Speaking of Bam Bam Hayes, we do need San Antonio in the booth. So if Bam Bam Hayes is listening, Dylan, get your butt in the booth. Talk to the community a little bit out, the GSB community, some of these prospects that maybe not have heard from you guys. What's Vegas all about? What are you guys planning on building there identity-wise?
I did a little bit of an interview with Sword not too long ago.
Yeah.
Explaining how we are not sure if we're going to just adopt being the villains of the league, since we do have pretty sinister branding. Or if we're going to be the heroes of the league, if we're going to go for that, I don't know. Are we going to go for the low road all the time?
Is the Saint trio very? They're fluid. They're flexible. They can go either way.
Yeah, we can go either way.
Can I
Not all Saints are
insert?
good.
Yeah, go ahead, Katie.
I was just say you're talking about being the villains, but I think Memphis may already be.
Yeah, are you going to be able to compete with Memphis for the villains? That's the question.
Yeah, I was actually hoping to be on while Boomin was on,
Oh, you're going to talk a little bit to Memphis.
so we could go ahead and start this rivalry right now.
Well, Boomin can come back on anytime. Boomin can come right back in the booth, and we could start a rivalry right now. Not in the same division right now, but Memphis is that's a tough city. But Vegas is also a tough
there
city.
he is.
Boomin's back on. So Boomin,
Yes, sir.
we
Yeah.
got some word from Hubba that he wants to just called Memphis out. So we're gonna have a non-conference matchup between Memphis and Vegas is the question. Actually, everybody plays. So when is that? We got to circle that on the calendar.
I'm just sitting here trying to shoe shop.
Just minding his own business, Hubba, and you're out here calling him out.
Hey, I'm
I
all
was
for it.
actually-
Let's sell the tickets to the games.
Absolutely. Everyone's calling Memphis out. Hey, there's a reason for that.
as well.
Absolutely. So Vegas, the Jokers and the Blues. We'll make sure we highlight that one when the schedule comes out after the draft.
Got a little bit of red versus blue in there.
Yeah, you do. Take it to the streets for sure.
There's definitely a little history in there too. He owes me a little get back, you could say.
Oh yeah,
No.
does he?
You're supposed to say yes.
Yeah, you're trying to be the villain.
What?
This is a platform for me to call out everybody.
That's
So
true.
I'm gonna call out Glass.
I do need to interrupt and ask. K Howie did message me and ask what the over/under on Milton Metro shot attempts was, and he put it at a half. He's already at 1, so I won the over. Speaking of Vegas,
Need to get that sports book up and going.
That's true. I would win that one real easily. I knew that was coming. Yeah, the sports book is it's actually ready. I think we have it ready. So we just gotta once the builder is going to be done in the next few days as well. Once we submit it to Amazon, it will be submitted to Amazon again. They approved our test, our recoding. They've approved it. So once that's done, we'll be able to get on the site, make some accounts for everybody, and then they'll be able to do the sports book and hang out on the website. So that'll be a lot of fun.
Will that work off of like progression points, or would that be through like the Twitch points?
The sports book
Completely separate.
It'll probably be separate, and we'll have some prizes for winners.
But how would you go about setting, like putting, I guess, money or points or whatever towards bets?
You would likely just start with an X amount, and then on the site you'd put money towards it, and then at the end of the season, whoever's got the high earner, maybe we'll give some prizes away for those.
Well, I'm gonna put a lot of money down on Memphis when we go to Vegas.
Absolutely. Bet on your
Yes,
own team
sir.
for sure. I
Look
like that.
forward to collecting that.
Hey, Vegas. Oh, what a three. Greg Lake from real deep.
Right, Greg Lake.
That is a name everybody wants to hear. Another name, Bobby Bricks out here. He had a really good first game as well.
Love his hair.
The hair is great. The blonde,
He's got the best hair in the league.
he's got fantastic hair.
That should be the next media thing, is who's got the best hair of all
Yeah,
the
now that we've seen
prospects.
everybody,
The white afros would have to be up there.
they're up there,
And you'd have
but
to
it's not unique
mention-
enough now that there's three of them.
You'd also have to mention Knox in the absence thereof and not being able to qualify.
This is true, unless you like bald human beings. Bam Bam Hayes' hair, he's got that Ja Morant pineapple kind of look, but it's the blonde one. Looks good too. I
I
think
gotta throw who's the guy with the stash? It's one guy with the stash.
Ho Jarris,
That's it. Ah,
bald with the stash.
man, that is perfect.
Yeah, the only hair he has is on his upper lip.
Best hair in the league right there.
Juan Accord, a.k.a. Correctional Curator. Curator's going to be hooping in the Chuck Taylors soon.
Whoa.
We got a couple people in Chuck Taylors coming soon. That'll be good.
That's one prospect I am excited to see how he develops his player.
Yeah,
Pretty unique undersized center that can have that secondary position 1 through 5.
yeah, we talked about that, and that is the value of undersized centers, right? Is the way we're doing it. You have to declare your secondary right before the season, but you can go 1 through 5, which is really good. So you can pretty much be a jack of all trades and really exploit some teams with that build. That is good, and he's athletic. We talked about that in the last game.
I saw him talking about his free throw percentage. Still one of the few guys that's hitting those at a good clip right now.
For sure. In a league where there's a lot of very big centers, the undersized center could really be a really smart build. Shane Knox driving in, gets fouled. Fouled by Bam Bam Hayes. 19-10. How about what else you got? How about what else you got for Vegas, man? What else is going on out there? What are you guys excited about mostly in the next month before we actually tip off?
Shooting 2.
Well, I mean, right now we're focused on getting this roster together, to be honest. Getting all our draft prep in. Like I said, we're just running sims, having meetings. We're at the real boring phase right now.
Hey, the boarding phase is the best part.
Yes, sir.
Best part,
It's the most
because
important.
when the show is on, the hours that you spent on the boarding phase is the ones that count.
Absolutely.
20-10 here.
We're getting that grind in. That's for sure.
Well, we gotta hype that Memphis Vegas matchup up pretty heavily, huh?
Yeah, we just need to set a date. I mean, that's it. We're here to take on any comers,
We're here to party, says Vegas.
especially Memphis.
Absolutely. Memphis, you guys good with that? Hyping up that Vegas matchup?
Yeah, I mean that's the backlash, I guess, to being as vocal and as arrogant as we have been is everybody's gonna want to humble us and take us down a peg.
Oh, Greg Lake throws it down on Bismack's head.
Oh, poor Busy.
Poor Busy.
Hey, is Bismack all right? Like I haven't seen him around.
Oh, he's around.
He was in
I
the
talked to him
chat.
yesterday.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just making sure.
No, he's around for sure.
Don't trust Talani when he says anything.
End of the first
All right.
quarter, nasty dunk by Greg Lake there.
So we're gonna crown an MVP of this tournament showcase.
We can probably we could probably do that. I don't see why not. We can also probably crown an all tournament team kind of thing.
Be cool.
Yeah, that's a good idea actually. Gish, where you at? Get on it. I'll delegate.
He's probably getting dunked on. He's only 6 foot.
He's
Oh.
working on it right now. I think I saw him outside the office doing some jumps. So he's trying to get his hops up a little bit. That's what he does on his lunch break in the GSP office. He just jumps and flops. He does that too. Greg Lake over to Percy Cooper. Percy Dillon, somebody from San Antonio, enter my booth. Nice move from Desi Saint. The footwork there. Sada Baby runs on his toes. It's freaking hilarious. Watch Sada Baby run down the floor the next time. Dub Stern three-pointer, good.
That was a pretty swish there.
That was nice. I'm all in favor of a toe runner. Tez Green, quick trigger, no good. Rebound pulled down by Josh Young. Sada Baby on his toes all the way down. Stern and one. I like how Stern's switched spots now that Legion is now the guard and Ted is now the bigger player. It's throwing me off a little bit. And actually, I think this probably looks like Legion, actually will in real life, the most it's any player ever has. Wow, what a catch.
Talking about Ted being the big guy, he definitely looks like he needs to be tested before the season starts. He's on something.
He is. And, he's weighed down pretty heavily. Like, he doesn't jump very high, so there's some bulk in there for sure.
That Dolph telling somebody else that they need to get checked.
Maybe. I think Ted,
Dolph
though,
does
but Ted,
all the things.
there's a rumor, though, guys, that Steel Stern skips leg day, so I don't know how accurate it is, but, it looks like he just goes to the gym and lifts upper body every day.
I'm not sure how tall Ted is, but I feel like Dolph's ratio of 7 foot to arm size is a little more realistic looking, at least.
I think Ted's
He definitely is
6'10",
one of the-
6'11". He's up there.
Okay, he looks like he's got the biggest arms in the league.
Yeah, Dolph's got a great build. And the graphic that Pax made was absolutely beautiful.
I feel like Ted's probably the one that's just picking up the orcas and moving them.
Absolutely. Misfit
Where
with
you
the
guys
bits.
seeing
Appreciate the
graphics?
cheer. What's that?
So where are you guys seeing graphics?
Dolph's got a graphic from PAX. He released it.
I've not seen it.
Pretty sure he showed
I
it.
missed it.
I'll post it again.
Yeah, post it again. It's beautiful.
I need to get myself a graphic from PAX.
Yeah. I think Dolph won the spin, right?
Yeah, the one he did in the VC.
Yeah,
Oh yeah, that is nice.
PAX is talented. That is that's the best Simile graphic I've ever seen in my life, to be honest. PAX is on another level. Cherry Jello with the 2-pointer. Greg Lake needs a Greg Lake graphic. Well, Greg Lake needs 25K channel points, so he stays watching the stream.
But
I
if
mean,
he
I'll
says
make
Greg
graphics
Lake
for that.
enough, will you make an exception?
No,
Man, sorry, Lake, I tried.
tried.
I'm sure the #1 draft pick will get a nice graphic.
Hey, Greg Lake going number 1. Are you saying,
Pick number
or are you
one.
saying the
He-
number one pick is going to get one? 5 bits from
I
Aaron
think-
Ike.
Take a break.
If somebody's hyped their player up enough, it would be him.
He is,
I'm not sure what New York's looking for, but I feel like his marketing's been on point.
Yeah, I agree.
is Greg Lake big enough for New York, though? Would New York eat him up, or is his personality definitely... It's definitely big enough for New York, right?
Oh,
I'd
yeah.
say so.
It takes a special person to play in New York. Like, that's a big market. You know, those fans are rough. If you don't have the personality, you're going to get eaten alive. But Greg's
The
got
media
it.
will not hold back on him.
No, they won't. They're going to expect the best every night from him. I'm sure he wouldn't have it any other way, as he just said Greg is bigger than New York. All right. Greg said he's not spending his points on a graphic. Well, I think that's soft right there, to be honest with you. Sounds like somebody that's not worthy of the number 1 pick. Ball inbounded here to Rowdy Rhodes. Now to Josh Young 2.0 with the greatest name. Young, pump face down to Rhodes. Blocked by Desi Saint. There's one of your Saint trio, Hubba. How do you like that block?
Saints looking strong.
Well, they've all looked good. We had Cajun Saint in the last game. We get Desi Saint in this one. We saw Enrique yesterday. And then you guys got good old Scooby Lewis the second.
Lil Scooby.
Little Scooby.
I think it's really interesting how we've seen, even though we're focusing on the actual prospects, it's been interesting to see like the players that are predetermined to teams right now, and how well they're doing, and just imagining what they're going to do together since we know where people are going.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I think that's really interesting to see now that we've seen, like all of them, and kind of picturing how they're going to fit together too. It's nice. Young misses the jumper, rebounded by Rhodes. Another rebound by Rhodes. Another rebound, misses the layup again. So I'm sure he won't miss progression tomorrow. Everybody in chat, make sure you guys pay attention tomorrow. Progression opens for the next week's games. That'll open at 10 a.m. Eastern time tomorrow. So make sure you guys get that progression in as quick as you can. You can find all that information. I'll make an announcement to open the form. And you guys can get that in. This should be the last time that we have to do the forms, which is nice. As that it was our plan B. A good plan B, albeit, but it'll be nice when everything's in one place. Tez Green goes reverse. Finish. He's been crafty. Tez Green's been one of the most crafty guys I've seen in this draft class.
I do like the fact that letting us pick the signatures early. Everybody gets to kind of differentiate themselves based on real players.
Yeah, and I think it'll only get better, right? As people get better, they'll be able to pick some more unique signatures and stuff, so it'll be nice. But yeah, Tez has carved out a nice little role for himself by going really heavy on scoring. You know, well, looking at a lot of the progressions, and I could say this because it's all public, right? But, you know, looking at a lot of the progressions, a lot of people went pretty balanced on a lot of things, which is a really good strategy, and it keeps your overall down, which is also a strategy in itself. But there's a couple guys that went pretty heavy in some sections. We talked about Scotty B. Peepin in the last game, went super heavy on defense. Tez is a guy that went really heavy on offense. So you're seeing the fruits of that labor right now. But, you know, the defensive game is going to be lacking a little bit for Tez Green. Murphy needs 1,000 more points. What are you getting, Murph? Three-pointer from Jello, no good. Rebound pulled down by Desi Saint.
Sherry is shooting like he's Le Mans.
Yeah, a little bit. He's not my
Runs in the family.
Yep. Cooper, no good. Rebound foul by Desi Saint. Saint pushes Sada Baby. I think I did a good representation of what he would look like as a rapper. Kind of looks like the game a little bit, and I didn't intend that, but he does.
He'll be marketable in Michigan for sure.
Yeah, absolutely. And the personality behind the avatar with Dickie is, top of the line.
Gus Lake is now saving for 2 premium graphics.
Oh, after saying he wasn't going to spend points on it, now he's going to go to 2. That is a very New York thing. Pick him with the first pick.
Pax told him, please don't. It would be hard to make you look good. So now Lake wants 2.
Well, Pax tells no lies. So tomorrow we 3:30 and 5:30 games will be. What bracket is that tomorrow? Is that the third place bracket games tomorrow? Can't remember.
I think so.
I barely even know it's a tournament. I just show up.
Oh yeah, we went group play with this tournament. Ant Thomas just got freaking thrown to the ground. He is slow getting up as Brian Buckets absolutely assaulted him. No flagrant there. We played.
What was that? They got the foul?
That was Bryant Buckets. That's the guy that Memphis just put on their draft board.
Absolutely.
Not only does he have a blonde fro or white fro. Whoa, that was short. He has a blonde mustache as well, or a white mustache. So that is a good look.
And we'd look good in those blue jerseys.
Blue Ritz asked if tendency changes count as signature changes too. No, but I will add one on there for a signature thing.
Now, is there going to be some kind of preseason before the season? The rosters once they're put together?
Like a preseason game?
Yeah.
I haven't decided yet. We're going to have some time between the draft and tip-off, so I don't see why not. It'll give you guys a chance to game plan a little bit with your roster. I think that's advantageous to do for sure. Because we'll have about a month between the two, right? So yeah, I don't think it's a bad idea to play a preseason week or a couple preseason games. It'll give us all good practice. It'll give us a chance to practice the presentation and graphics and stuff too.
I'm a big fan of Bismac's hair and the way it flows as he runs.
Yeah, I like it too. Oh, Greg Lake with an air ball.
He's talking too much crap in Twitch chat.
Absolutely. He's gonna say for 100,000 now.
Yeah, this is karma. Pax is intervening.
Throws it up to Ant Thomas to Bobby Bricks. Maybe New York goes after Bobby Bricks in the draft. Ant Thomas has some good chemistry with him. I don't think he'll last to the second round, so unless he's the first pick, he's definitely not going to last until New York's second pick, which is number, what, 24?
Last pick of second round.
Yeah. He's definitely not lasting that long. This Bryce Lee can't hit the jumper. Rebounded by Ant Thomas. Thomas working to his left, ball stripped by Lee. Thomas over to Lake. Lake to the corner. Three-pointer from Still So Good. No, that is off the back of the rim. Any clip of the air ball, Greg Lake said he will answer with a lawsuit.
I wish I would have grabbed it now.
Still time. Still time.
I have a otter tourney. It's smooth.
That's nice. That's a great one right there. Bismack, elbow jumper, no good. Rebound pulled down by Evans. Apple B. Evans can't get it to go. To the corner, Lake, can he respond? No, back rim. Ball tipped and grabbed by Bam Bam Hayes. Here's Bobby Bricks into the lane. JoJo can answer any questions for Greg Lake without lawsuit. All right, get Joe. We need to give JoJo some perms in here. Where's JoJo? JoJo, post in general chat. I'll get you perms to the booth. I need a Greg Lake analysis from a true Greg Lake historian. Lake for 3. Got it this time. Only took him a few tries, but he's back. All right. JoJo's going to get some perms real quick. All right, JoJo, you got the perms. We're in the testing grounds booth. Hop in. Let's hear the Greg Lake analysis. Bismack. Oh, that's a nice little bank shot from Bismack off the glass. Tough angle for a lefty. Perfect timing, too, as Lake pulls up. Can't hit. We'll go to halftime. We'll have a special guest in here to talk about Greg Lake at the half. But, Katie, what do you think of the first half?
Fairly one-sided. You see some highlights for both teams. Though, you know, some serious promise regardless of the score. I mean, ultimately, these prospect games don't really mean anything as far as the results. Everybody's just kind of getting acquainted with their players and, you know, trying to grow into future of some of these programs.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm really excited to see who drafts who, because like you say, you can mock it all day long, but I have no clue.
Right, no.
And I don't want to know. Like, I'm looking forward to the draft, not knowing who's going to get picked where. It'll be a big surprise for me, too.
Yeah, I mean, I kind of have to try to know, right? It's kind of part of my...
Part of your job.
Yeah, but, you know, looking at it, I'm like, this could go here, and it's crazy because you can only predict so much, and people are unpredictable by nature, so...
Yeah, absolutely. If there's ever a time to make an actual draft board, all these owners better be doing it, right?
Yeah.
I've done draft boards in the past, and it is a task, but it'll be worth it when the timer's on you in the draft and you have to go to Plan C. So Greg Lake, player of the half, 40-27. We're going to see his stats here in a second. First half, he went for 15 points, 2 assists, and a rebound.
Definitely doing a good job of getting his name out there between all of the facets of the league, you know, Discord, his players performing, Twitch stream. I mean, you can't complain with those sort of numbers.
He's a very marketable player for sure. That will do very well in this league. Desi Saint. Oh, we went up for the dunk on Sada Baby. Sada Baby saw his life flash right before his eyes right there. That would have been a big poster.
Yeah, it would have.
Here's Josh Young 2.0. Long jumper off the back of the rim. No good. Rebounded by Tez Green. Tez working against Dub Stern, who gets the steal. Dub Stern, I'm not sure why he slowed up there, but...
Mercy, I don't know.
Well, he just wanted to shoot a jumper, actually. He didn't want to go for a layup.
He didn't want it to be easy.
He's like, this is way too easy.
Oh! He gets the rebound at least.
Ball with Percy Cooper on the wing. Cooper been a little quiet. Young's going to get the steal there. Percy Cooper looks like he gained his freshman 15. Jello with the dunk.
Great pass and read there. And Jello ran his lane well.
The Dallas Flying Stallions. Speaking of Dallas Flying Stallions, I don't know if you guys saw, but Pizzo was part of that podcast, the Red Pegasus podcast in Dallas. That's coming out Friday, so we will make sure we tag that one when it's out. They just followed us on Twitter too, and we follow them, so you guys can find that on our Twitter. But on Friday, you'll get to hear from Pizzo a little bit on their podcast talking about GSB and Dallas Flying Stallion basketball, so encourage you guys to give that one a listen. Ball now with Dub Stern. He's going to drive, gets fouled, and the bucket. Dub Stern can finish.
Oh,
that's the second and one he's had.
And yeah, don't look now, but it's a single-digit game.
Yeah. they've chipped away.
Number 5, shooting 1.
We have a new company in the booth, Hawk.
Is he here? Is the man here finally?
Hey, hey,
Find the lanes.
He is here.
listen,
Okay, so
this is the end of
we got to give you. We've been hearing all about it. Your wife has really, really hyped you up for being the Greg Lake analyst. So I got to hear it.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I have started his fan club. I haven't accessed anybody to it yet, and I'm trying to get a lot of followers. After seeing him in the prospect game week 1 go out of bounds on purpose, I know he was just trolling everybody, because in that second half when he put up those 16 points, I was like, oh, this is what he does.
Yeah, I mean, stepping out of bounds is a nice little touch to get your name out there for sure.
Especially when you don't handshake your teammates. It shows to be almost like a Julius Randle, I don't care about you, it's all about me.
Absolutely, and it might be what Greg Lake's all about. As Percy Cooper pulls up for the 3, that's good. Greg Lake is definitely he's a character, and if you're drafting him, you're drafting all of Greg Lake, right?
I think all you need is Greg Lake. If you want to wait till the late rounds to just draft and trade away, all you need is Greg Lake, your coaches, and the fans, because he will bring the fans to your team, whether you're Memphis or the reserve. The Otters don't need him because he's just going to bring too much attention.
We don't need that much attention on us.
I mean, to be fair, Gus Lake has already made threats to us regarding to drafting him. So the Otters will be passing. Thank you,
Well,
Greg Lake.
here's a question, JoJo. Toy just asked, where is your Greg Lake draft prediction? Where's he going?
I really do believe there's and I'm not trying to be facetious, I really do think there's a lot more better players than him out there. I don't think he's the number 1, but I definitely think he's a first-round draft pick, probably like mid-round. I really do like Tom Savage. Like if it was me and I was a shooting guard owner, I would probably change my position just because I seen him put up points, and then obviously we saw Phillips last game, and there's some,
Tez Green,
there's some players. Yep, Tez Green. Tez Green is definitely a baller. He could do inside the paint. He can do on the perimeter, and I think as a shooting guard, Greg Lake is just going to bring you fans, and then also maybe not this season, but next season he's going to bring you players that want to come there.
That's true. That's important to have in a franchise too. And we do have merch in this league, and it will be coming. How many Greg Lake jerseys? Is he going to be the lead jersey seller in the league?
I would say he's definitely a top 3. next to Shane Knox, only because he has no eyebrows.
That's true. He has no hair at all. There's no hair anywhere.
He's a caveman, like opposite, like albino.
Yeah, there you go. I mean, he is the Rock, right? He is an absolute. He's the Reef. He is from Australia too, so.
Isn't there was somebody else in your channel earlier, which I couldn't recall who it was, but he's also from Australia, no?
Dub Stern hits the 3 there. We have 2 people from, so Connor's obviously from New Zealand, and then who was the other one I just talked to? I know who you're talking about. It is Xavier Ali, I think, is from New Zealand as well. I think he lives in Australia now, but he's from New Zealand.
Yeah.
Solvent Planet's his name. So yeah, we're global here, we're global.
We're not international, but the looking at like these 2 teams, like I'm gonna be honest with you, like Tez Green and Greg Lake on one team would be too much, and then you got Percy Cooper, Brian Buckets. This team 10, just looking on paper is actually pretty solid on my. Just looking at the games, watching the games, and then seeing them on paper.
Yeah, for sure. Libertine said he's going to buy 10 Bobby Bricks jerseys just so he can lead the league in sales.
I'll buy one just for kudos.
Absolutely. Your wife also said secretly you wanted to be Greg Lake.
I secretly am trying to make my new character like him.
Dub Stern from the corner, no good. If Greg Lake had a signing, would you be the first in line? And would you camp overnight?
I would be the first, the most annoying, and then he'd probably kick me out.
All right, Greg Lake, you have a fan. Almost stalker status, but he's a fan. I don't know how
Listen,
Greg Lake feels about it.
I tag him, and he pretty much DMs me and says, "Shut up."
You're just the nagging fan. I love that about you. I love that. Greg Lake said he appreciates all his fans.
Except me.
Just not the one that knocked on his door at 3 a.m. and threw rocks at his window. Ball's out of bounds. What do you think, though, JoJo? You've seen some of these games. What have you thought of the gameplay so far?
I mean, I think it's very fair. I know, like, last game you were kind of, like, talking about the foul and the reach and everything. Like, I appreciate the tenacity because, like, I know I made my player more aggressive, more hands-on. He's not going to score points, so it's going to make it, like, Draymond Greens and the nuisance pest players to not be able to do that. So I'm okay with it personally on that behalf.
Yeah, there's a lot of, and I do like where the fouls are. Yes, there are a lot of fouls, but like I said, with free throws, and the free throws start getting better, that's more points on the board for people, and people want to see people score. So
yeah, even like somebody like my player, he doesn't score much, but like I'm talking on my behalf, but like the first game I had 9 points, but 6 of them were from the free throw.
Yeah.
So it's like, it's for the people who, I heard somebody, I think Memphis, saying they were going to be like more defensive, and that's great because they could be defensively aggressive and then hope for fouls to get points.
yeah, for sure. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I mean, Shalizzy looked good. I mean, undersized for the position, but looks the. We've seen some undersized. I think we're gonna see the undersized bigs actually have a really good year, with just being a little different than everything else. So.
I mean, the big players are great, obviously inside and outside the paint, but the speed is probably going to kill if they're going against a Tez Green or, these smaller people. Even like Bryce Lee, he's small, but, if he can squeeze by you and pass it to get the points,
for sure,
that's where it's going to not help.
Greg Lake pull-up jumper good. And just the subtle plug for your wife there. I love that. She's cheering you on from the chat. She's cheering you on, so.
I'm surprised.
Hey, she got you in the booth. She bugged me. She bugged me enough.
She told me, and I was like, well, just tell him I took him off my top 8 on Facebook. Wow. With the
Whoa!
Evans got that hard.
Apple B. Evans, the Ohio Shaman staff member. That was nice right there. You took him off your MySpace top friends or what?
Yeah, I took you off my top 8 because I was annoyed that I wasn't allowed here. Greg was like, yo, dude, you got to get in there. He didn't say that, but I thought he said that.
Yeah. You were here.
Like
you hear Greg Lake voices?
All day.
I respect that. I do respect
It
that.
just says Greg Lake over and over.
He counts Greg Lakes at night. That's how he falls asleep.
Greg Lake. Greg Lake.
One Greg
Going
Lake,
out of
two
bounds.
Greg Lakes. Apple B. Evans is flying everywhere tonight.
For real.
Man, I gotta get myself to Applebee's.
It's an Applebee's kind of night.
That is an Applebee's kind of night. Actually, what's today? Wednesday? It is. Wednesday night's a good night for Applebee's.
There's never a good night for Applebee's.
I mean, there's some good nights for Applebee's. When you're a basketball coach and it's 10 p.m. after a game, Applebee's is really good.
I suppose. I'll let you win that.
It's good because they have some great drinks at night.
I watched these two big men, like, against Knox and the other center, and I'm like, wow, like, it's just He-Man versus He-Man, and it's so much fun to watch the big guys, as much as it's nice to see the guys who take shots.
Yeah, I do like myself a caveman out here. Just behemoths of men. Here is Milton Matro, who's just apparently going to hold the ball for a shot clock violation.
His first game.
Might not be a great strategy there. Timeout on the floor, as I think their coach is just going to yell at Milton right now.
The Otters, speaking of the Otters, you have a mid to late round draft pick, and obviously we've talked about subtly, like, your squad that you have. if you were to sit here and say prospect-wise, and you don't have to say name or anything, but like positional-wise, what do you feel like? And I'm asking this as a prospect, not saying like I want you to draft me, cough cough, JK. But what position do you feel like is the most obsolete, and which one do you feel like is the most, precedent for not just your team but in the league?
So like breaking down the numbers as far as looking at the prospect positions, shooting guard is the most inflated. So the numbers say if you want a shooting guard, you wait.
Yeah.
And if you need a power forward, you gotta get one.
Yeah.
Because power forwards, there's only I
Number-wise.
think 11. So one team is not getting a power forward.
Is that because there's a lot of coaches that are power forwards and staff members?
It
It
seems
probably.
that way. I think there's,
But
like,
once you take the
16.
staff out,
Yeah.
and these are numbers before the new staff got signed too.
Yeah.
So those
Yeah.
got changed a little. But there were like 20 shooting guards and 11 power forwards, I think it was.
Yeah.
So I mean that's a pretty big difference in the scheme of things.
Like
And
3 at the 3.
math-wise, somebody's not getting a power forward.
But again, you can obviously change the 3 and the 4. I mean, or
Right.
some people may not run the power forward is definitely though. I mean, I feel like it, like you said, like you need at least one.
Yeah, and everybody's got some different plans, and it looks like if you look at us, we look like we have two
Oh,
already.
look at the rebound by Lake. Lake with the rebound.
But one of our power forwards is going to play the center, so we aren't actually full on power forwards, for example.
Should his name
so-
be Javid Storm?
Yes, it would. He wanted to play center, but he didn't make a center, so he plays center.
Good inside information there.
Yeah.
I do know now on the bottom of my list, Tom Savage is not getting drafted ever because I'm going to be very upset with what he's did to me.
Well, I don't think that he likes you calling him Tom. I think his name's Tim, but
Tim, Tom, same people.
maybe he's just mad at you right now.
George Lake, whatever you want to call him. Ooh!
George Lake for the jumper, no good. Shane Knox with the rebound, no good.
I called him Gus Lake earlier.
I
on
did
a
call him Gus
complete
Lake in the first
accident.
one.
I heard that.
Oh, I called him
yeah.
in the first stream.
It was an entire accident. Like I wasn't being malicious.
Oh, I thought he was. I thought he was a Gus Lake as well.
I mean, this is new to a lot of us, so I'll get the names down eventually.
Yeah, for sure.
I'll
I've had a
forever
head.
remember
I've had a
that.
head start, so
Yeah.
and I still get
You
them
know
wrong.
who actually really, really, really surprised me? Bryston.
Yeah,
the
Michael
third.
Bryston the third.
I really was like, okay, like I seen his guy and I know him personally, and I'm like, I messaged him. He's like, I don't really care about the league. Not that he said it like that, but he was like, low key, like it'll be fun. And then I'm like, dude, you just literally owned that game.
Yeah, he did. He had a good game. We've had a couple guys that are like, yeah, I didn't play that great in game one, and then game two, they're just like, whoa,
Yeah,
which has been fun to see.
it is.
But there's been guys that have played good both games, right? And we're starting to see a little like consistency in some guys. And then we're starting
Yeah.
to see people that are, had a good first game and not a good second game, or vice versa. So consistency is key, and I think the people that get drafted high are going to be very consistent players.
I do like how you switched it up from like starters to backups.
Yeah.
Like it gives you a precedent for owners too. Like, okay, they're better off the bench or not.
Yeah, for sure. It does. Like Greg Lake was pretty good off the bench. Tez Green was amazing off the bench.
Mhm.
But, he's having a decent game today, but definitely looked better as like a six-man role. So we'll see. Bismack for three. No good. Rebounded by Bryce Lee.
I really like Bismack's player, and someone said, and I didn't look at his stats because I didn't want to believe it, but like someone said he's got a 90 standing dunk, and I hope that's not true.
It's,
got a
it's
95.
absolutely true. And he upgraded it again last week, and it's a 95 now. Greg Lake, jumper good. It is a 95 standing dunk. I absolutely don't know what he's going to do with that, but yes. He does.
I will have you know, Raccoon, we are doing the inverse of Georgetown here. Instead of 4 centers, we're doing 4 power forwards.
Love that.
Probably not actually, but that would be pretty funny.
Just leave a team without a power forward.
Oh,
It's like drafting all the kickers in fantasy, so nobody else can have one.
Yep.
Oh man, that's such a douche move. I mean, sorry.
It's after dark. It's allowed.
Oh, okay.
We stretched the
can't
rules a
say I
little
haven't
bit this late.
Yeah. I've talked to, like 6 or 7 owners, whether it was forcefully or, they've actually voluntarily messaged me, and I've asked them, like, well, like, what's your staff? What's your, game plan? Just because I'm curious as a player.
Yeah.
And a lot of them, talking to them, they're okay with being role players. They're okay with not starting. And I personally, as a player, I'm like, okay, I wouldn't mind playing for you, even if I was a role player now. So all those people that are like, oh, well, they already got 4 starters.
Yeah.
I don't think that's the way.
It's true. I know a lot of staff that are, like you said, I've talked to a lot of the staff too, and they're like, yeah, we're coming off the bench. Which is, in this kind of league, like, with contracts only being 1 year and stuff, like, you got to retain people.
Yep.
It's the same goal with
That's one way,
It's
yeah.
the same goal with the league as a whole, right? From my standpoint, I'm going to take a back seat, and everybody else is going to get the spotlight because we need to retain people, right? So it's the same thing as being an owner on a team. How do you keep guys on your team and, playing for your franchise? You give them, a little leeway in what they want sometimes.
Yep. No, it makes sense.
And the longer you can keep a team around, the better it's going to be because you're going to have more
and this
sins.
is my first, I guess, maybe sub-league, so, like, I'm learning that way of, instead of being the Madonna of the league, not that I am of any league, but, like, instead of going in and being like, okay, I'm going to drop $500, be the best, like, not that I've done that, but I'm like, oh, okay, I kind of get it. Like, it's more like, hey, we want you here more than we want you to be the best here.
Absolutely. Yep. It is true. Anybody could be the best is the best part, too. It's everybody's on a level playing field, and it becomes way more strategic when you have a league that's very even. As we've seen in some of these games, some of the builds of the teams are a little different than some other ones, and we've seen what works and what doesn't. And whoa, foul point. Maybe a 3 there. Maybe might call it a 2, but
Foul 3? Was that a 3 foul?
It might be. We saw an and 1 3 the other night.
Wow.
Yeah, I think that might have been a 3. But yeah, it becomes a lot more strategic. Coaching matters a lot more, right?
Seems that way, yeah.
Building your roster matters a lot more, which we like. I think that is going to keep people around and interested a lot more than just, like you said, dropping 500 and your player's the best, and I just lose interest at that point.
I can understand, because there's some people that are like, hey man, I only got $5, and there's some people who are like, well, I have unlimited funds. It's not as fun.
Yeah, and we've also opened league jobs for people too that might not have the funds, so they could be part of it too. And those people that have done league jobs so far have been awesome. The content's been absolutely crazy. The stats people have got all the stats up on the website within an hour of the game, which is absolutely crazy.
So when, I personally, again, speaking, I join a lot of these leagues real quick for about 5 minutes to a day, just to see what it's about. And when I seen this league, the first thing I always look at, and this is me preference, was the website. And I'm like, wow, this is pretty. This is easygoing. This is simple. And then I look at the score, and there's not 50 million drop downs, and it's like, okay, this kind of makes sense. And I'm not saying for me, because I've been in them for a few years now, but for the average Joe, that I'm like, hey, Billy, you want to join this league? And they're like, whoa, bro, there's just so much shit.
Yeah. You get confused when you get in, like, what do I don't even know what to do.
Yeah.
We tried to make it as simple as we could, which is why our progression system is also 1 point means 1 point, right? A lot of leagues you get up into the 90s. Now you got to spend a different amount, and I'm not smart enough to understand that, so I didn't want to make it that way. And so, not to say that everybody's not smart enough, but I'm personally not smart enough. So, yeah, we wanted to make it stupid simple.
Definitely makes it user friendly.
Yeah, which is a good thing. I think that also keeps people around.
Agreed.
But the goal is retention. If we can retain our community, that's how we grow. So.
Now, but I heard you talking yesterday, today, every day almost about the whole the contract thing. Like, oh, we're gonna just do 1 year for first season, and you know, just talking to me and a handful of people, and I'm like, oh, it'd be kind of cool to have like extensions, a certain amount maybe per team. And again, this is me talking. This is not saying suggestion. I was just like, it'd be cool. Be like, hey, like, listen, I really love young 2-0. Like, I want him to be a part of our team. Hey, do you agree to a 2-year contract? Yay, nay, or may. And, we only offer 2 a season. I think that could be something beneficial to owners.
Yeah, I think we're still trying to work out is probably the thing. Is probably trying to build that system out and how that would work and, what are the pros and cons of longer contracts if there are. So I think it's best to go, like we're going with one right now, probably out of more just being safe. While we still kind of think that through. But like anything in this league, if you know me.
Greg, ready? Greg gets the rebound. Greg goes, give me my rebound, and then I'm going to try and score, get a foul, because you guys hate me. And then I'm going to dap up my boy.
That's what Greg
dap up my other
does.
boy.
Yeah, for sure.
Sorry. Anyways, I wasn't trying to cut you off.
No, you're good. I mean, if you know me, we take things really slow here, and we make sure we think them through. So that's probably the biggest reason.
All right, shh. Greg Lake's shooting. Shh. It's my boy.
All right, guys, I'm gonna head out, but thanks for having me.
Katie, appreciate you.
Best of luck to the remaining prospects. I'm always around.
Always around.
Hey, go Otters.
Go Otters.
Yeah, go Otters. We'll see you guys.
Yep.
Later, bud.
Yeah, and the other thing is with contracts is, is it more of a thing for owners it's a good thing, or is it how beneficial is it to the player as well? That's what we're trying to balance too, because obviously there are more players in this league than owners. So we have to think about the player as well. So
Buckets is getting literally all these rebounds.
Yeah, he's playing well. He's playing well.
Jeez.
Christy Cooper ran one.
I'm not trying to cut you off. I'm just like,
you're good.
All I can see is buckets under the bucket getting these rebounds.
So the question in the chat was, is the touch tendency going to work like it did in the CSBA? And yes and no. So in the CSBA, the way I built the tendency system was the touch tendency. Everybody was a set touch tendency, and then the coaches could put a +20, +10, and +5 boost on 3 players for the game. It'll work very similar to that. But the touch tendency will actually be the tendency listed as the starting tendency. And then coaches can alter that in a game if they wish to. So we wanted to keep the tendencies very pure in what they were designed to do. So that's why we're going with that. So you could build your team accordingly. I think they're in a good spot with some like playmaking point guards, have high touch tendency because they're going to have the ball a lot. But coaches can influence that a bit, and we'll have that system rolling out when we finalize it.
That was a good analysis for that for me.
For sure. Sada Baby at the line for 2.
Shooting 2.
Sada Baby looks like he's been through it.
He's been through some shit.
He's been through some. He comes from the streets. He's from Detroit, so.
Now I know you know more of these players on the both teams here than me.
Yeah.
I know a few, but like, are any of these players, owners / coaches on any teams?
Yeah. So Sada Baby, the guy shooting right now is Dick Dickey. So he's part of the Michigan staff.
Okay.
So he's on the
With
Killer Bees.
Brothers, yeah.
Desi Saint down there on the bottom is part of the Las Vegas organization.
Okay, I think he was on my team. Or
you have a Saint on your team. There's 3 of them.
Cajun, I think I have.
Cajun Saint, yeah. Yep. He's another one of them. Percy Cooper's part of the San Antonio Stampede
San
staff.
Antonio, I know who he is. Yeah.
Who else on the court right now? I don't think. Oh, Cherry Jello. Oh wait, no. Dub Stern is part of Seattle.
Oh, Stern, yeah. He doesn't.
Yeah, Josh Young, nice dunk there. And then Cherry Jello is part of Dallas. And I think that's everybody on the court right now. I think everybody else is draft eligible. Unless that's not Evans down. No, Evans is on the bench. Who's the other redhead here? Let me see who that is. Can't read that name. What does it say?
All right, I don't know what.
Oh,
the
Rowdy
heck
Rose.
happened.
No,
Can you hear me?
he's draft eligible. Yeah, I can hear you.
All right, that was weird. It like kicked me off.
I can hear you. Yeah, so that's everybody on the court right now, and there's a couple more on the bench. I think Milton Natro is on the bench. He's Dallas organization as well. Appleby Evans is part of Ohio. Bam Bam Hayes is San Antonio. So it's a good half and half. Ant Thomas is New York. So there's probably half staff, half draft eligible in this game.
Earlier, I had, actually the last few days, and I probably could be possibly speaking for some advocates of the league. I'm sure like everybody looks at the player overalls, and I had messaged you privately saying, hey, I saw I had points next to my name. Did they not take for some of these players, or you just didn't update them yet, or what was the reason for those 15 points not taken?
So the 15 points they were taken, so they are for the progression that opens tomorrow. So anytime that you'll see points next to your name, if you see like a random number, anything but like 15, or if you're silver 12, if you have like points left over, so if you have like 17, then 2 from the last one either didn't take because you did something wrong or you saved those.
There's like a tier, yeah.
Yeah, so everybody's got points next to their name right now. That's for the progression coming up tomorrow.
Okay.
Yep.
That's what I was wondering, and I know, like, I talked to one of my friends in the league, and he was like, I think they added it, and I was like, oh, I have no idea.
Add the what? Oh, the points?
Yeah. I was like, I have no idea how. I mean, it's new to most of
Yeah, I
us.
drop it. So basically what I do, and I'll give you guys a little behind the scenes of the process, is I take the points from what you guys do and basically update them in my sheet, and then I update how much you guys have spent. So on that progression. So, but I have a column basically that says how many you had left from the previous week, and then it automatically adds 15 in that other column that you guys see. So you'll technically always see points in there. But yeah, if once progression is closed, you'll see, if you check it like on a Saturday or Sunday when I'm doing them, you'll see sometimes you'll have 0 points. But on like a Sunday, if you check it after progression's closed, you'll see you have next week's points already in there.
Gotcha.
Yeah. That gives you a chance to plan and know ahead of time how many you have. Dub Stern and one. That's his third and one of the night.
No. I have his picture saved on my background.
I have his rookie card, so I'm good.
He said I have his rookie card. That's so great.
I don't think get trading cards in here. Let's make them.
Yo,
I
don't
mean,
even. Where's Pax at? Get him in here. I'm gonna make some rookie cards.
Hey, we get the designs. I'll pack them up myself. We'll sell them. It'll be great.
Some good merch.
Some good
I want
merch.
all Bricks Lakes.
We'll have a super refractor gold Dub Stern.
Can I have
Rookie
the
card.
pre-Hall of Fame Greg Lake card?
I mean, you could buy it once it's opened. I'm sure somebody will sell it to you. We got plans. We got plans, JoJo. We got plans.
Well, I'm with it. I mean, honestly, it's very crisp, the whole league. Even, a lot of these owners seem very veteran and seasoned. So they're not just some jamoke walking on the street like, hey, you want a game? You know, it's like they actually know what they're doing.
Well, and that was the big thing behind owners is the process behind it all was when I started going after owners, I was like, okay, who's done this a long time? Who would be really good building a franchise? And I felt the need that we had to, as Josh Young takes off, nice dunk. We had to nail the first 12 owners.
Yep.
To really get this league going well, and I think we did. I think with the guys we brought in.
I mean, you and whomever definitely did a great job, even with the admins and.
Yeah, Rylock, Pax, Gish, our other admins. Yeah, so.
And they're active. It's not like they're just sitting back behind the shadows and just being like,
Right. Yeah. But all the owners, you know, guys and girls with KD being an owner as well, obviously have a ton of experience either coaching or running a team or have been around for a long time, like you said. So, and we've already got a couple owners interested in our expansion for season 2. So
I was just gonna talk about that because I heard you talk about it, you know, a handful of times about expansion in some of these games. I haven't watched every prospect game, but I've definitely watched more than half, and I'm just like, you know, hearing about the expansion now. What's your goal? 2, 4, 6?
our goal is 4.
Okay, that's a good number.
Our goal is 4 for next year. We could facilitate up to 8 if we get an absolute crazy amount of people in.
Yeah.
But our goal is to get to 16 teams next year.
And then
keep expanding.
As for like teams, let's say, like, are you trying to do like different cities, different towns? Like, are you okay with keeping like an Oakland and an LA? Like, that's what I'm curious too.
So the big thing is we want our owners to pick cities that mean something to them, because the way we're doing things with marketing to the community and, you know, trying to get sponsorships from the community, we want those owners to feel very comfortable in those cities. So a lot of them will pick the city that they're from. They have a little bit of pride in that. And, you know, we're not too worried about if we get really East Coast heavy early. We'll figure it out. But, yeah, I definitely want like an LA or San Diego in there, more of a Southern California team. And then, you know, I would love, you know, some other teams in there. But
Yeah,
we got
like
a pretty good mix right now.
You do? No, I'm not.
No, I know that.
You know,
But, yeah.
I'm just asking, like, you know, would you, like, there's a Vice City, Miami. Would you want a Tampa Bay? Would you want to?
I wouldn't be against 2 teams in a big market state, no.
Yeah.
If it was like 2 Kentucky teams, then no, right? But I wouldn't want that. But any like a California or New York or Florida, I wouldn't mind, you know, marketing. Texas already has 2 with San Antonio and Dallas, so I definitely wouldn't mind a second. And I know there's some owners that are very interested in bringing another team to Florida, so potential owners. So, yeah, I wouldn't mind 2 Florida teams for sure. But we kind of let them, the owners choose it, and we just kind of roll with the punches, you know. We give our suggestion, what would be good. But at the end of the day, they are actually paying money for their team. So we want them to feel really comfortable and confident about that.
When are you going to bring your Boise, Idaho team here?
Boise will never have a pro team, I guarantee that. But they might have a minor team one day for sure.
They also said there wasn't going to be an Oklahoma team, and somehow it happened.
What team's in Oklahoma? Oh, like the Oklahoma State, like real life?
Yeah, Greg Lake.
Greg Lake, player of the game.
Always the player of the game.
JoJo going crazy in the booth over Greg Lake. I think we're gonna have to do trading cards, and Greg Lake's trading card is going to be the highest auction card ever because JoJo's going to buy it.
Put me in the background like Young Dolph.
Put you in the background of the thing like Young Dolph. Love it. Yeah, we will. We will.
All right,
You could be in a Greg Lake jersey in the background.
I really appreciate that you put Party City in the background of these ads.
That was not me, but anybody that sponsors our league will get an ad just like that Party City one. So that's kind of cool.
Now, are you able to customize that for people if they wanted to?
Yeah, I can edit and mod all that. I can pretty much mod anything in this game.
All right, sorry, didn't know.
No, which is the good thing about being on PC, right? A lot of people are like, "You're gonna play on console or PC?" The pro for console is the system is a lot better, the graphics are a lot better, and the gameplay is a little better.
It's getting a little close.
What's that?
I said this game's a little close.
It is. It is really close.
I didn't mean to cut you off.
No, you're good.
I'm
You're
just
good.
like, holy shoot.
You're just excited to be here.
Very, because I was barred for a few nights.
Yeah, I love it.
I heard you say, I don't think it's a good idea he comes. And I was like, dang, I don't remember that on Christmas.
You had to warm me up a little bit. Had to warm me up. I didn't know what you were going to come in here talking about Greg Lake, but I'm pleasantly surprised. And, you know, it took me a few days, but I made the right decision.
He was like, Greg Lake.
Love it. Yeah, I don't know if it was going to be like a Greg Lake bash session or a number one fan session.
Bryce.
Yeah, Bryce 3, baby. I think I was a 2, but.
No, I was a 2. It was a long 2.
Rapid Raccoon, tier 1 sub. Love it. Thank you, Coco.
There we go. You got some defense. Put it back to the perimeter. Nah, you ain't got this. Come on, big man. You know, Josh has really been putting it down though, like inside, outside, free throw. Oh, nope. Shane,
Yeah, Josh has played well.
I'm gonna tell you right now. If I was an owner, and I'm not, I would 100% put Shane up there, Lake up there. I used to put Savage up there. I won't anymore. You know, there's a few others that I could name, but I don't want to spoil. Greg Lake is no longer on my top 3. But you know, there's a lot of good players in this league that I'm like surprised. I guess not that I'm surprised. I guess I was just like, I don't know.
Yeah, for sure. This is the closest game I think we've had since the first night. This late in the game.
Yeah.
Bryce Lee's got the ball on the wing. I guess we'll call it here as if it was a real game. Greg Lake driving, spinning at the elbow, crosses back over, and a foul on. Oh, they're going to call a foul on Lake.
What?
Lake wondering what the heck he just did.
I'm wondering.
And I don't know how Jello is getting free throws out of this, actually.
Was that a technical? What do you?
I don't know what he did. I think they called a loose ball foul on him. I think he lost the ball. And when he was going after it, he fouled Cherry Jello. No, they didn't call a charge. They did not call a charge, B-Harp. I think he lost the ball, and it was a loose ball foul because you wouldn't be shooting free throws on a charge. You don't shoot free throws on charges, so I think it was a loose ball, and Greg Lake got a little frustrated at that, and they're in the bonus, yeah. Yeah, no, even in the bonus, you don't shoot on charges, so.
All right, Greg Lake's going to take this. And he's going to drive it.
Yeah, personal foul. It was a loose. I think it was a loose ball foul. So that was interesting. So
Greg, is he going to push it back?
Greg Lake over to Milton Matreau, who has a total of 2 shots in the game, I think. Now back over to Steele So Good. 3 seconds left to go. Good's going to have to let it go.
Do something.
Can't get it to go. Rebounded by Jello.
38 seconds.
Jello's lit up right now, too, so maybe they keep the ball in his hands.
Greg Lake don't care.
Oh, they're going to go to Josh Young and 1. Wow, that's a big shot from Josh Young, 2.0. Wow, that was big time. Loose ball foul and bonus is yes, that is what it was determined.
This dude's been at the free throw line all night. He's been forcing these in.
Is he going to make this one and push it to 4, or are we going to have a 3-point game here? That's true. B-Harp's got that lockdown takeover. You guys have to let me know, too, because one thing I was testing throughout all this is how to build guys in My Player. He misses it. How to build guys in My Player and see if the takeovers actually work the way they were supposed to. So you guys let me know if the takeovers that you're getting are at the actual takeovers you've chosen, because I can't keep track. So, Jello, did you have a lockdown secondary or primary? Let me know on that. I also have no idea how the secondary takeover works, so this is new for all of us this year.
Wow, what a comeback. You know, I mean, kudos to Green Team right now. I mean, they really pushed through this game very, very grinded it out. Like, I am surprised. 'Cause at one point, I thought this was a takeaway.
For sure. Well, I think Jello, I mean, it's not out of reach yet. 16 seconds is still plenty of time, especially with timeout left. But cool, calm, and collected at the line there for Cherry Jello. Zima Blue, what's up? Talked to Zima for a long time today. We had a really good chat in Discord. Excited for him to be here, and you know, he's excited for his player.
Is he in the minors or pros right now?
He's a pro. Yeah, he's on one of these prospect teams.
What's his player name?
Zima Blue. Yeah.
Oh, shit. Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah, the AI triggers primary, so maybe we don't even need secondary. I put it on there anyway, but I just wanted to make sure that it was working the way we intended it to.
No, push it in. No.
No 3. Evans grabs the rebound. Are they going to foul, or yes, they will. Bryce Lee fouls Jello there.
I mean,
Bobby, this team is this game was also to go to the top bracket for the tournament. So Greg Lake is going to slide into bracket number 2, while the green team moves on to bracket number 1.
Yeah, but I mean, it's still not bad. I mean, they competed very highly up until the 4th, pretty much.
Hey, Joe Fresh with 5 subs, gifted subs. Joe Fresh is one of our minors players. We appreciate you, Joe Fresh.
I love my miners. I don't know who they
Love
are.
our minors. There's 5 of them right now. We're starting to build right now. We're going to start reaching out for more players to come in and fill up our minors so that we can start planning that and getting that going a little bit. Man, we might, if someone else subs, we're going to get a hype train here at freaking 9:50 Eastern, which is absolutely wild. It's almost midnight Eastern. It's almost Thursday in a lot of cities, and we're close to a hype train. I got to give it to the GSB community. That's absolutely awesome.
I mean, Stearns, Jello, Josh Young, Evans, like, and you know, just we had rebound shots, free throws. It was just, they just put it together at the end right now, and I'm just wowed. Because in the beginning, they didn't look pretty.
Absolutely. Let's take a look at the team comparisons real quick. So both teams struggled from 3 again. We've seen some better days from 3s. There's a couple teams that have shot in the 40s in this tournament, but that number will surely go up as we continue to
Those bench ones,
as we continue to build. But yeah, the bench was really good for the team that lost, Greg Lake's team. Greg Lake came off the bench, so that's probably a big lift there. Rapid Raccoon with the sub. That hype train is close. Says we're close. Thank you for the subs there. Let's take a look at the player scores. Greg Lake with 23, 4, and 3 off the bench. Greg Lake is definitely a guy that's going to score it. 9 for 9 from the free throw line too, JoJo. That's awesome.
Yeah, you need that.
Rapid Raccoon, Matty Caddy with 5 gifted subs. We're at a hype train right now at 9:52 Eastern on a Wednesday night. If this is not the best community there is, this is it right here. GSB community is the greatest one.
This is what we needed here. We needed the Greg Lake and then JoJo show to be with Nighthawk.
Absolutely. Hype train activated.
Oh my
Level
God,
5
buckets?
right now.
Rebounds? Is that the most rebounds? Or
I think we had 14 yesterday too, but that's a lot of rebounds. Okay. That's a big time. And one more point would have got him a really nice double-double. Level 5 hype train already. We're about to beat the record. Keep it going. Beat the record. Here we go. 14 rebounds, 8 and 3 for Tez. So this is what I was talking about. Tez struggled a little bit starting, but off the bench he got 23. But I think when you have a scorer, JoJo, like Tez, like you're going to get some inconsistency and you're going to get some streakiness, right?
Yeah.
So
it's like they're going to focus,
Yeah, for sure. Desi Saint with 6 and 5. Bryce Lee, 6 points, 2 rebounds, an assist and a steal.
Knox with 12,
Yeah, Knox is always going to be a great rebounder with 2 blocks. Because Shane makes the same player in every league, and it's awesome.
I heard that.
Still so good. 4 points, 2 rebounds. Robert Ivory, 2 points, 3 rebounds. Milton Matro, scoreless with 1 rebound and 1 assist.
Silent, because I feel like the first game he did better, Milton.
He'll do fine. He's a specialist that's going to people are going to have to – Dallas will know how to use him is what I'm trying to say. Shane, 3:52 Eastern. It's a.m. there? 3:52 a.m. in Melbourne?
It's Stern.
Is that what time it is? I'm going to have to pull out my world clock. Oh, it's 3:50. Yeah, what time is it? I think it's the afternoon. Maybe it is the morning. Yeah, Dub Stern, 18.6 rebounds, 2 assists.
I mean, this is the team that took over here. Jello, Josh, and Stern. At the end of the game, like that's all we saw.
Yeah, those 3 really did take over.
And Evans is able too,
Yeah, Stern, 18, 6, and 2. Jello, 17 points, 4 assists, 2 steals. Josh Young, 14, 6, and 6. We're starting to near some triple-double watch for some guys. And it's only going to get crazier when we start the season. These guys start to get better at what they do. And also the way coaches are allowed to, manipulate the rotations just a tad, maybe enough to get a guy into a triple-double territory, right?
There's almost another one.
Yeah, 11 points, 8 rebounds, 2 assists. Appleby Evans with 10 rebounds, 6 points.
Yeah, he had a few putbacks.
Bam Bam Hayes, yeah, some electrifying putbacks. See if they show one of those on the replay here. But yeah, he had some really nice dunks. There's one of them right there.
There you go.
I know he had another.
Yeah, he had like 2 or 3. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah. So yeah,
I mean, he's a great. I mean, I don't know who is that. Is that Rusty?
That is Rusty. Yep.
Oh, that's my boy.
Yep. Bam Bam Hayes 5 and 7. Bismack 4 points, 3 rebounds, 1 assist. Bobby Briggs 3 points, 4 rebounds. Had a much better game in his game 1. Interesting stat there for him. Rowdy Rhodes 0 points but cleaned up the glass, 9 boards, and 1 block. And Ant Thomas goes scoreless with an assist.
3 boards though. Listen, put him off the bench. I love him. You know, as a back. You know, I'm not saying he's going to not be a starter, but I love that.
You need role guys. Teams need role guys. The best teams in this league are going to be guys that have a bunch of role guys with a guy that can absolutely score the ball.
And I want a grimy guy that's going to get me 3 fouls on somebody who can't shoot.
Yeah, absolutely. We're going to stay on for another minute because the hype train's still going, and we got to see it through. We can't stop the stream on a hype train. I'll tell you that.
Who's this Thomas? Who's Thomas right there? I'm just curious.
That's Ant Thomas, so he's the owner
of,
owner of New York, yeah.
Yeah. Dang, he didn't get no playing time.
Yeah, he started last game, and he's probably not worried about it, right? He's already on the team. But he struggles shooting the ball, over 4 from 3. Pick. They do have the number 1 pick, and I'm very interested to see where they're going to go with that.
Talking to him, he told me he's all about points, so it seems like he's got the shooting guard. His Sarah's I think she's a small forward, and then Eli's a power forward, and they're all point scorers. So maybe get a shooting guard like Greg Lake.
Yeah, maybe.
I'm gonna ride that Greg Lake train all day.
You're making it. You're calling it before it happens.
Honestly, though, I'm gonna be honest with you. I really like Savage. Like, I loved seeing him. He was just very subtle. Watching him play, like personally, and I have no connections to him besides that he doesn't like me in the chat.
Yeah, no doubt. Hype train success. Choo-choo, baby. Thank you, guys. Appreciate that. Savage was great. Riggins has been great. Greg Lake's been great. So there are some names up at the top that are starting to separate themselves a little bit in terms of gameplay. In terms of personality, Greg Lake's also another one. All those guys are actually really good personalities in there too. Krista said you forgot Bryce Lee, JoJo.
I don't know who that is. But if you were to do a plus, in hockey, plus minus is huge.
Yeah.
In basketball, I heard a lot of people say, it doesn't really matter.
It does matter.
And I feel that way too. As a starting squad or a backup squad, I feel like plus minus does matter.
It does matter because it allows you to see who's getting beat on it. And especially in a game where, in these kind of games, everybody kind of plays with the same 5 the whole time. So it kind of doesn't matter as much in this because the score is going to tell you which one it was. But, in a game where maybe, Stern is playing with a different center at sometimes, like that's going to basically see like what groups are good together or, who's been absolutely terrible on defense that game. So, like, who sucks on the floor?
Highlights. Let me see Bryce Lee's highlights. Let's see if he was good.
Let me find him.
Let's see. Okay, 4 points.
Oh, there it is. 6 points, 2 rebounds, 1 assist, 1 steal.
All right. Okay, I'll give him that. Oh, nice steal. Okay. All right, a little between the legs. All right, we'll give you that garbage rebound.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, Shane also said you could have one guy be hot and it'll hurt your plus minus. It is true. It's not the most important stat in basketball, but I like to look at it from the aspect of if everybody on your team has and if all of your starters have a plus 13 and one starter might have a plus 2, like I'm looking like what the heck happened with that guy. So,
yeah.
PRF is a good stat as well. There are a few stats that are better. They're more advanced stats, but which we will have in this league. And I'll probably do a breakdown of advanced stats when we get to that. So, but anyway,
there's a lot of.
Go ahead.
Go ahead. No. I was gonna say, out of all the brothers, friends, and sisters, like I feel like the Saints are like probably the best out of like, I'm not trying to take anything away from like the Sterns or anybody.
We got the Locks as well.
The Locks, yeah. I personally, I'm talking about me. This is not. I really feel like every time I watch them play, I'm like, okay, they're okay. Like, yeah, it was 6-5-1.
They're very well rounded.
Yes, that's what I'm trying to say. They're not gonna go out there and be, Greg Lake, but they're gonna go out there and put up them points, and they're gonna be a team player.
Yeah, absolutely, for sure. Well, that's gonna do it for tonight. JoJo, appreciate you stopping in and talking to us.
I got you, bro.
We'll definitely have you on again. I won't shun you for 3 days straight.
All right, yes, you will.
We'll get that though.
All
But
right.
40 viewers right now at 10 p.m. Eastern for the GSB prospect games. It's only going to get better. One thing we are going to push for when the season starts is partner, and we're going to do a crazy giveaway if we hit partner. Absolutely crazy giveaway. We'll reveal that one day. But partner, you got to have 75 viewers every stream for a bit of time. So we're going to push for that, and if we can get that as a community, we're going to give away some really sick prizes. So we'll definitely look forward to that. But let's continue with games tomorrow, 3:30 and 5 Eastern tomorrow. We'll see a couple bracket games as we move out of group play and into bracket play tomorrow as the tournament winds down over the next several days here as we head into the draft in 11 days. But for JoJo, I am Nighthawk. I appreciate everybody tuning in, and we'll see you guys tomorrow on Gold Standard Basketball.
Good luck tomorrow, guys. Have a good one. Thank you.
For sure.